KO debate series tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building. Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy KO. It's your boy Knockout. It's your boy KO86, Knockout Boxing. Whatever you want to call me, I'm live, I'm here, we back. Welcome to another episode of Knockout Boxing 86 TV on a Friday, and I'm ready to sing. Thank God it's Friday. We done made it to the end of the week. And before we get the weekend started, we have a fun day of boxing talk to get to. So I want to kindly ask for you to smash the like button. This is important. It is especially important today because we are not usually live on Friday afternoon. So the algorithm is like, yo, what you doing? The algorithm is like, yo, what you doing? This ain't when you go live. So it might try to steer traffic to other places, but bring them back here. Bring it back, bring it back. And the way you bring it back is that you hit that damn like button. The way that you bring it back is you make a comment to show engagement. The way that you bring it back is you drop super chats and cash apps to show that we working over here. And the cash app is $ Knockout Boxing 86 TV. And the super chat is right there where you leaving a comment right now. So please be sure to drop them super chats, man. To show you support. Y'all know y'all got paid today. Y'all know y'all got paid today. I got 5 on it. Y'all know y'all got paid today. Y'all got y'all paychecks today. Stop playing. Stop playing. Don't be playing with me, man. Let's get to it. Let's see who we got in the building so far. Shout out to all things. Lee Jackson, Brother Huey Q, Night Rider, what up? Danetta 27, Kathina's Gill, Zubu Man, Poi Pounder NW, Terrence Gayden, Tez 305, Savage Bo, Isaiah, TLF, Ash, and D1. What up, David Lynch? I see you in the building. As well as y'all come in. As y'all come in, hit that lizardy like button. Today, our main topic is all the hate that Gervonta Tank Davis is getting in the sport of boxing is mainly coming from his own people. Well, as always, we are open to all the smoke with whoever wants smoke with your boy KO. And so let me put the link in the chat. Real quick. Let me put the link in the chat. Arena, what's up? I see you in the building. What's good? All right, we got it pinned up there. Mr. Fish, what's happening with you, bro? Salute. Salute to you, homie. Make sure we got all our stuff ready to go. Now, first, I want to start by saying this. I want to start by saying this right here. I just watched a Tim Bradley video about Shakur Stevenson, Raymond Ford, and Montana Love helping Jake Paul. Teach, what's good with you? And it could be a situation where great minds think alike. It could be a situation, Don Ballin, what's up? It could be a situation where great minds think alike. But boy, his video sound an awful lot like a bunch of shit I said yesterday and today. It sound an awful lot alike the shit that I've been saying about this situation with Shakur and his conglomerate, the Shakur Stevenson gangbangers, the tag team champions of the world. His video sounds an awful lot alike. Why am I having trouble saying that shit, bro? I ain't even had no glass of wine, no liquor, nothing today. It sounds an awful lot like the shit I've been saying. Now, I want to ask Shakur Stevenson fans, is Tim Bradley a Shakur Stevenson hater? Does Shakur Stevenson all of a sudden hate Tim Bradley? Because remember, does Tim Bradley all of a sudden hate Shakur Stevenson? Because remember, Tim Bradley said that Shakur Stevenson was next up after Bud Crawford. Shakur fans love to hear that commentary, but I wonder, do you love to hear what he's saying about Shakur and Raymond Ford and Montana Love right now? Mr. Fish say he calling the fight on Tubi. He trying to get a job, bro. We got 43 people in here, so y'all please be sure to hit the like button. Y'all be sure to hit the like button. When you team up, what up, J-Man? When you team up like this, bro, like what we're witnessing these people doing against Tank right now, when you team up like that, fam, you making them seem larger than life, and he only 5'4" with a 67-inch arm reach. You making it look like he's so cold, and he's so cold not only in the ring, but the moves that he making outside the ring, y'all making the man seem like a baby Thanos. Like a baby Shredder. See, I'm an 80s baby, bro. I watched the Ninja Turtles when they had the bodysuit. Right? When Shredder was up there whooping their ass one by one on top of the roof. Y'all treat like Shredder Thanos, like y'all treating this man like Shakur is Leonardo, Keyshawn Davis is Raphael, Montana Love is Michelangelo, and Ray Ford is Donatello. In Turkey is Master Splinter just sending all y'all on a dummy crash out mission, making you look stupid as hell. And you actually making Tank look bigger. You actually making him look like y'all got to team up to beat him on some Avengers, Voltron form, Ninja Turtles tag team championship. The shit is crazy. Shit's crazy, bro. And I'm glad Tim Bradley came out and said it, because when I say it, I'll just be called a Shakur Stevenson hater or a damn Gervonta Davis fanboy. I got my dog in here. Y'all go over there to ldubboxing.com, man, and subscribe to LW Boxing's YouTube channel. Who you got? Azim versus Scobie. You talking about Adam Azim, right? Because I think you spelled his name wrong, but I believe that's who you talking about. I'm gonna answer your question under the assumption that that's who you talking about. I'd have to favor Adam Azim. He's been boxing longer. He has an amateur pedigree that Kurt Scobie doesn't have. Kurt Scobie started boxing real late, bro. You know, former football player. I think it's one of those things where there's just some know-how. There's just some experience things that you're not gonna learn enough in order to handle somebody like Adam Azim if you Kurt Scobie. Like Kurt Scobie is about 2 or 3 fights removed from getting stopped by Dakota Linger. like L Dub, bro. He about 2-3 fights away from getting plastered by Dakota Linger, fam. With Adam Azim's long range, his good jab, his good footwork, his know-how, his experience and amateur pedigree, I'd lean Azim in that fight, bro. I can't when you out here struggling with Dakota Linger, bro. Clark Bay TV, what's up with you? All things, what's up? I see y'all coming in. I know we're not normally live. I need y'all to hit the like button as you come in, bro. So yeah, I'd have to favor Azim, bro, off the top of my head. I think Scobie is a naturally better athlete, but I think a lot of the same issues that Frank Martin has when he fought a more experienced fighter, I think Kurt Scobie is going to have those as well. And I don't think he's as talented as Frank Martin is. So I'm going Azim. If you want to hold my feet to the fire, I'm going Adam Azimi. Yeah, Victor. What's up, OG Victor? I see you in the building. What's up? Yeah, we got to run them likes all the way up. Get the likes all the way up. Where we at on them, by the way? 39 is not enough, bro. I need the number of likes to match the number of people in here. We about 20 short. We about 20 short. But anyway, back to what I was saying, though. Tim Bradley, I see you, bro. I see you, fam. It's a good take you had on that video today, but it sounded an awful lot of like. Why am I struck? It sounded an awful a lot like the shit I said yesterday. Just FYI. Can you buy more hypes? I'm not sure. Ray Muratalla versus Andy Cruz. Let me cook on that for a little bit, right? Eldo said January 31st. Let me cook on that a little bit. Listen. Shout out to Eddie Hearn finally winning the purse bid. Eddie Hearn won the Andy Cruz Raymond Muratalla purse bid. So in case y'all didn't know, the champion Raymond Muratalla has to go over and fight Andy Cruz on his promoter's platform on DAZN in Matchroom. Bob Averman, Top Rank, got to send their champion over there to fight Andy Cruz. Now, with that being said, I do want to say this too, bro. It's crazy how you can win the purse bid for Andy Cruz, but you lose the purse bid for Jerome Boutini. If you Eddie Hearn, if that ain't hustling backwards and being backwards, I don't know what is. I don't know what is, bro. But shout out to him for finally winning the first purse bid. What was the purse bid? Oh, I don't know. You got to ask L-Dub that. But that fight, man, I view that fight very similarly to the Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Teofimo fight. Meaning it's going to be a lot of fainting, a lot of not wanting to be first. Two guys in the ring that just are natural counterpunchers that just wait for you to do something so that they can respond to you. Those fights typically they aren't the most entertaining. So I think it's a good fight. I think it would be a good win for either of them if they're able to pull off the victory. Andy Cruz is getting his first title shot. And he's only have like 5-6 professional fights, whatever it is. So I like it, right? From a legacy, fight your mandatory getting the shot. I like it from that perspective. From an entertainment perspective, though, I ain't really fucking with it. I ain't really fucking with it, bro. Straight up. I'm not really messing with it from an entertainment value. Cobain Too Greedy says, I don't with Tank because he hate on that brother from Omaha. I'm loyal to the soil. Number 402. Now, Bud Crawford hate on Tank way before Tank hate on Bud, bro. It was your guy from the 402 that jumped in when Tank was talking about the ring gala. And he told them boys they look like a cult. Last I checked, Bud wasn't even there. Cobain. And Bud jumped out of his body. I see someone's upset they didn't get invited to the Ring Magazine Gala. Tank was talking about Shakur. I think Devin was there. Team Alifu was there. I think Keyshawn was there. They had that big ring event. And they all had on like the same outfit. And he said that ish looked like a cult. And he was going in on Turkey and them. And Bud Crawford said, I'll take up for you, Turkey. I'm see someone's upset they didn't get invited to that hashtag Ring Magazine Gala. Juke, what up? Cobain, let me get you a wrench, though, bro. And salute to you, too, fam. I see you. Hold on. Let me get you a wrench, though, bro. Let me get you wrenched up, fam. Y'all hit the like button as you come in the building. We not usually live at this time, so I need you to hit the like. Shoot, you can't be talking about Tank hating on Bud. Nigga, Bud picked Jake Paul, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? Cobain, don't get me started this early in the show, bro. We just warming up. Bud Crawford the one said he don't like Tank Davis because he walk around with security, and then Bud Crawford got pulled over with his security. Bullet Gibson, B. Gibb, what up, bro? Salute, fam. Cobain, don't get me started. You know you know damn well I'm the wrong one to be doing this shit with, man. My memory too good, bro. My memory way too good. This nigga Bud, he picking Jake Paul to knock Tank the fuck out. And he, hold on, nigga. You want to talk about some hating shit? All right, baby, be careful. Okay. You want to talk about some hating shit? Hold on, I got you. Hold on. Hold on, bro. I had to find it. I had to find it for you, Cobain. I got you. Don't you worry. I got you, homie. How I full screen this ish, man. Hold up. Why is it doing that to me? Hold up. All right, here we go. I got you. I got you back. I got you. See, someone's upset they didn't get invited to the hashtag Ring Magazine Gala. You wasn't even there yourself. Here you go.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Y'all was doing the back and forth shit. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens, or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like,
so check it. They went back and forth. He said, I seen y'all going back and forth on social media, Cobain. And he's like, why y'all going back and forth? It's just competitive. He said, nah, I really don't like that dude. So he just started this shit. Tank said some shit and it just rubbed him the wrong way. Like, nigga, I know you ain't talking to me. I know I wasn't at the gala myself, but let me talk some shit to you. Like, come on, fam.
Like, I really don't like him. I don't like
Just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
I don't like nothing about him. You know, I don't like nothing about him. I just felt like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's, you know, using what he got to shield him.
Tank is using what he got to shield him. What he means right there is he got a big name, so he's using that to shield himself by being able to pick his opponents, saying people up beneath him, and having security around him. But isn't Bud Crawford on record saying he don't want to fight Jerron Boots and Verse Ortiz because they don't do nothing for his career, Cobain? You bought me here, Cobain. Javon, what up? You bought me here, bro. Didn't Bud Crawford get pulled over with security that was shielding him? You bought me here, bro. You bought me here. Don't bring me here no more. This ain't even the topic today.
He got a lot of security guards around him, and he know, you know what I mean, he's in the limelight and stuff like that, but in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
He just don't like him, bro. We gonna talk about that shit today. We gonna talk about it. He's a hater, man. You want to call somebody a hater? That's some hating ass shit. We got Kiro Black with the 5-piece in the super chat live stream while I work. Just made the rest of my day, KO. I'm glad that we can talk some boxing, brother. We got Black Preacher Man with the 2-piece in the super chat. Salute the Preacher Man checking in for that cook. Appreciate you, fam. We got Victor with the 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. Bud hate for Tank is blatant. I just don't like that guy. Don't deserve an explanation or nothing. Yeah. Yeah. I see somebody said they didn't get invited to the Ring Magazine Gala. The Ring Magazine Gala. So it is what it is. They side don't like they side. It's Shakur. It's Tank. Bud is Shakur, fake big brother. You know what I mean? That's what it come with. That's what it came with. Shout out to Kiro Black with the 2-piece in the super chat. In other words, I hate the success he had. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. They don't like each other. Matter of fact, what I would say is an accurate statement. They both can't stand each other. They both can't stand each other for different reasons. Tank can't stand Bud because Bud be hating on his ass. And Bud can't stand Tank because he feel like he deserve all the limelight and all the superstardom that Tank has, bro. You know? Emmanuel Carter, 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said absolutely nothing. He just showing love to the channel. The chat room is filling up. The chat room is filling up. We got to get to 100 likes and then we ready to get into some of the topics for today. We got to get to it. Since y'all bought up Bud, I got another warm-up topic for y'all. Bernie the Spit Bucket Boxer. Bernie the Spit Bucket Boxer back at it again, bro. He back at it again, fam. 2 cents, I see you. What up? He back at it again, dog. Hold on, let me find this shit. Bernie says, we beat the man up. We beat him worse than Mayweather. And we're talking about the polished version. Pause. Who the fuck is we? Who the fuck is we, Bernie? Who the fuck is we beat Canelo up? And he said we beat the polished version. He's saying they beat a better version than what Floyd beat up. Then he says Canelo ain't took no beatings. He's the only 3-division undisputed champion that we've had in the 4-belt era. The guys he beat were undefeated. He was pushing him around. He stunned him. He wobbled him. And so his sentiment is And he also said that Floyd Mayweather didn't give Bud Crawford a congratulations. And he also went on to say that Floyd is jealous of Bud. Right? And he said it stems from Canelo saying that Bud Crawford is a better fighter than Floyd Mayweather. That's what this is. I'm gonna say this one more time, bro, because I don't feel like this shit it's like beating a dead horse. So here's what I'll do. The link is in the chat and it's working. Does anyone want to debate me that Bud Crawford is better than Floyd Mayweather? Does anybody want to have that conversation about Floyd Mayweather being better than Bud Crawford or vice versa? Does anybody want to talk about that shit? Here's the best way I can put it for y'all to understand. Rozilla, what's up, homie? Here's the best way to put this shit so everybody can understand how nonsensical this shit is. Josh 803, what up? For Bud Crawford, Canelo Alvarez as a win is up here. I think we would all in this chat room, all on this live stream, I think we can all agree that Canelo Alvarez is the biggest win of Bud Crawford's career. He's just another nigga Floyd Mayweather 12 zip, bro. That's the difference. To a Floyd Mayweather fan, to Floyd, Canelo is just another cat that Floyd Mayweather beat easily. To Bud Crawford, Canelo Alvarez is the creme de la creme, biggest, most bestest win of his career. While he's just another nigga to Floyd. It's the same conversation that I have with Devin Haney fans, bro. And y'all hate to hear this shit, but it's just the truth. Ryan Garcia is a thorn in the side of Devin Haney fans. He is the biggest legacy moment that Devin Haney will have in his career if he's able to get that rematch and get it back in blood. He just another nigga Tank stopped. Marcos Maidana, little brother. Somebody, little brother. Hold on. Hold on, bro. Somebody, I think it's Maidana, little brother. I think it's Maidana, little brother, bro. Somebody buckled his ass good. Awesomer, what up? So that's the best way I can put it, bro. That's the best way that I can put it is the biggest Kodo, little brother. There you go. Yeah, I knew it was somebody, little brother, bro. The best way you can put it is it's no comparison when the biggest win of your career, and we talking about like different eras, right? If they're in the same era, they could just fight and we can figure this shit out. But they're not in the same era. So all you have to go off of is who they fight and how they won. And when you look at the common opponent that they have is the biggest win and the most satisfying win and the win that gives Bud Crawford, puts him at the table, so to speak. Well, to Floyd Mayweather, Canelo was just Jose Luis Castillo. Niggas just like Victor Ortiz, bro. It's like Gerardo Hernandez. Like, nigga, you just another flat-footed pressure fighter born in Mexico that I 12 zipped. And I was 36 years old and you was 23. To put that in perspective even further, Bud would need to do that to somebody like Jerome Boutinis. You need to find somebody a decade younger than you and school them. Then we can have that conversation. That doesn't matter. Number one, you just lost to him. So, of course, you're going to big up him so you can make it seem like, well, I lost to the best. All fighters do that. Number two, give a fuck what Canelo says. What about the facts of the matter? Give a fuck what Canelo says. History and facts and data will never put Bud Crawford above Floyd Mayweather. Now, he go get undisputed at 160, Bella. We can have a conversation. But unfortunately for Canelo, unfortunately for Bud, you can tell us all you want to. But the fact of the matter is, the facts say differently. Sorry, that's just how this shit go. So there's that, bro. Bernie the Boxer is fucking tripping. But anytime you describing a fight and you know you wasn't in the fight and you say, we beat this dude, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, you already know what you're dealing with. You already know what you're dealing with. Anytime you are breaking down a fight or you're talking or you're interviewing or you're having a conversation and you and the fighter are we in your mind, then you already know what you're dealing with, bro. You already know what it is. I missed a super chat. My fault. Shout out to my dog Isaiah. 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. Says he beat Ricky Burns KO. He is better than Floyd. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. I think we need to focus in on, and y'all let me know when we get to 100 likes. I'm waiting on y'all. We got 77 likes with 130 people in here. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Kurt Hurd, what up? Oh my God, you want attention, you want to be cooked. Okay. Why would I listen to a boxing fan who did quote unquote research over the actual fighter himself saying who's better? Because the actual fighter himself saying who's better is his interest is aligned with saying what he said, because he's in the middle of a post-fight press conference where he looked bewildered, where he just lost damn near every round, where a dude moved up 2 weight classes and beat his ass. So if you say that Floyd is better in that moment, it's making you look even worse. But if you can say, look, the person that just did this shit to me is the GOAT, I think he's better, he's the GOAT, that gives you some sort of consolation prize, because only the GOAT could do this to me, and I still want to hold on to, if I fought Floyd Mayweather in my 30s, I would beat him. So it's in Canelo Alvarez's interest, and we know he's an opportunist. We know he only behaves in his own interest. It's in his interest in that moment to say that Bud Crawford is better than Floyd Mayweather. Does that make sense, or do you have another question? He did that to save face after getting washed. Did Floyd hurt Canelo in the fight? I don't remember Floyd hurting Canelo in the fight. So because Floyd hurt Canelo, then I guess that in your mind somehow means, because Bud hurt Canelo or buckled him and Floyd didn't, that's what makes Bud Crawford better? Cool. Who's the better fighter? Yuriorkis Gamboa or Canelo Alvarez? You just typing without thinking, and you're not making no sense. Canelo couldn't hurt Bud Crawford, but Gamboa fucked him up and had him doing the stanky leg, do the stanky leg. Hey, if you wild, do the stanky leg, do the stanky leg. Your arguments are making less and less sense the more that you type. So you should stop. Is Mean Machine better than Canelo Alvarez? Because he also hurt Bud. So by what you just said, simply hurting someone makes you a better fighter. Is Linares better than Lomachenko? Yeah. Now you're deflecting. We can do this all day if you would like to, or you can stop typing at me. and stop trying to argue with me from the chat. Okay, then Gamboa got knocked out. The conversation wasn't about Gamboa getting knocked out. You made the conversation about Bud is better than Floyd because he hurt Canelo and Floyd didn't. Well, I asked you, is Gamboa better than Canelo? Because Canelo didn't hurt Bud, but Gamboa did. And then you say, well, Gamboa got knocked out. That has nothing to do with what the fuck I said. That shit may work on your man. If you got a man, that shit may work on your brother. That shit may work on men that you might talk to from the panel. If you up on the show, that shit don't work with KO. You know better than that, Belda. Why are you playing with me right now? On a Friday. It's supposed to be good vibe. We supposed to be chilling. Everybody supposed to be having a good time. And you won't fuck with me with some stupid ass arguments, man. He stood in the pocket in exchange. Floyd was sticking and moving. Floyd hit Canelo with pull counters after pull counters. Floyd was not moving around the ring. He used about as much lateral movement as Bud Crawford did. But you want to talk about how comparing them with only Canelo. If I give you Canelo and say Bud be the better version of Canelo, where's the Manny Pacquiao on Bud Crawford's resume? Where's the Zab Judah? Where's the Miguel Cotto? Where is the Oscar De La Hoya? Where is the undefeated Diego Corrales? Where are all these fighters at? Where are the 26-27 world champions? Where they at? Like, can we move on from this? He doesn't deserve to be in the conversation. And no one will put him in the conversation in this entire chat outside of maybe you and Ronnie. Go rewatch the fight. Floyd did not move around. He was right there making that man miss and making him pay and countering him at will. You tripping. You're late here, Ronnie. You're late here. I'm having a conversation with the sister Bella about Floyd and Bud Crawford. And she brought up, well, Bud hurt Canelo and Floyd didn't hurt Canelo. Somehow trying to draw that means Bud is better. So I said, well, Gamboa hurt Bud, but Canelo didn't hurt Bud. Who's better, Gamboa or Canelo? That's how Gamboa came up to answer your question. Shout out to Kiro Black with the 2-piece in the super chat. Didn't Floyd have Canelo on the ropes? Yes, in moments he did, but that fight was a master class of fighting at mid-range and fighting in the pocket. Okay, give me another reason why Bud is better than Floyd. Give me another reason. Because I shot that one down. What else you got? He buckled Canelo, but he buckled Canelo, but Floyd didn't. Cool. Manny Pacquiao fucked Oscar De La Hoya up way worse than Floyd Mayweather did. Who better? Who better? Who better? Who better? Yeah, she had happy hour or some shit, J man. I don't know. Some mojitos or some motherfucking I don't know what your drink of choice is. Goddamn mojitos, motherfucking martinis or something. Maybe you on the margarita. I don't know what they drinking out there in Georgia. And I do want to just take this time to say she a lot less sensitive than a lot of you ninjas, by the way. She popping her shit, she talking her shit, but she ain't sensitive like a lot of you ninjas. You know what I mean? Wow. Yeah, your ass drunk. Your ass drunk. Your ass drunk as hell. Why are you fucking with me? You just want me to just cook you. I got about 5 more cooks on you. Okay? So he's better because he got a majority, he got a unanimous decision, and Floyd got a majority decision against Canelo. You gonna act like they didn't try to cheat Floyd? The one scorecard that scored in favor of of Canelo over Floyd was a 120-108 scorecard for Canelo. It is hugely documented that he got cheated in that fight. Furthermore, though, so what makes him better is that he got a UD and Floyd got a majority decision. All right. All right, then. Okay. That's what's up. That is what's up. That's what's up. I'm just going to leave your comment up there. Because you sound crazy. So we're going to ignore that Floyd has fought better competition. We're going to ignore that he has more world champions. We're going to ignore that he fought more Hall of Famers. We're going to ignore that he has better names on his resume. And we're going to focus on the fact that Bud is better because he got a UD and Floyd got a majority decision. And the majority decision that he's got was a majority decision by robbery. That's how far gone your mind is for Bud Crawford. Let me repeat this shit. Maybe you don't know how crazy you sound. So you're ignoring, for the sake of uplifting Bud Crawford, you're fucking up my chat and ignoring the fact that Floyd has fought better competition, beat more Hall of Famers, beat more world champions, also was undefeated. I'm gonna ignore all that and just simply say, well, KO, Bud is better because he got a UD against Canelo and Floyd got a majority decision. Sit your head down somewhere. Go have yourself another drink. I'm done with you. This is a dumb conversation. You made me feel like I lost boxing knowledge talking to you just now. I feel like I just lost boxing knowledge. Let me try to get it back real quick. Bring back my knowledge real quick. All right. Moving on. I didn't have much time to talk about this yesterday. I kind of did a drive-by on it. But I want to really hone in on the fact that Keyshawn Davis ain't fucking retiring. Just real quick. He's not fucking retiring. Keyshawn Davis is looking for attention right now. He's become irrelevant. He has become somebody that the boxing world is forgetting about. And it's funny how your star can change on the drop of a dime when you're not really a big name like that. And so that's where the retirement shit comes from. Furthermore, I don't believe that Keyshawn Davis has been put into number one position by the WBO for him to just be simply retiring. I fully anticipate that he is going to fight again. So I don't know if I was clear about that or if I said it the way I wanted to say it yesterday. So I wanted to touch on that really quickly. Teofimo Lopez did an interview where he said that Shakur is going to be next for him. And for the sake of Shakur Stevenson, I hope that Teofimo isn't lying. But my advice for Shakur Stevenson and his fan base is the same. You might want to have a backup opponent ready. I see we had 100 likes. Let's get to 150. It's 140 people in here. We ain't usually live around this time. I need y'all help. Smash the like button. So, Teofimo, bro, cannot be trusted. As a matter of fact, I would argue, and I could argue, that usually what has happened over the last couple of years with Teofimo is whoever he says he's fighting, he probably ain't fighting them for real. Bella, you the GOAT. You, sir, don't believe that. You came up here and you tried to debate me on something and you had to bring up a fight from 1973, sir. Every time I get to talking about Bud Crawford, you Bud buddies, just y'all fucking y'all make me do y'all dirty. I was arguing with you about how motherfucking turkey is not good for the boxing market here in America, and you brought up the fights that he was putting on in Saudi Arabia, my nigga. Your definition of who the GOAT is, run it, don't count. Okay? Goddamn Bud Bandits. Goddamn Bud Buddy. Y'all the quadruple B's, man. The Bud Buddy Booty Bandits out this month. What are y'all doing, bro? Shit. Trying to fuck up the show. Every time somebody say, nah, nigga, you can't put him with Floyd. Y'all niggas get to telling us why we got to put him with Floyd. No. What up, Toon? Anyway, I don't trust Team Malifu, y'all. Teofimo Team Malifu ass is... Nah, bro, I say Bud Buddy Booty Bandits. That's Bud Buddy Booty Bandits. Boy, that's 4 words, Jay Simon. He's only in the convo for Bernie the Boxer, you and Ronnie. Bella? No, I scratched that. He's only in the conversation for Bernie the Boxer, you, Ronnie, Tim Bradley, and Andre Ward. Only y'all. Nobody else but you 5. And every time y'all try to put them in the conversation and bring them up, you get cooked. You get cooked badly. TD Sports, what up? You get done dirty. Trife. Oh, yeah, and Shakur, 6 people. 6 people, man. Now, yeah, drink my water. T.O. did a interview over on the dude that used to be a battle rapper, man. What's the dude who used to be a battle rapper? He trying to talk boxing now. He be having like 5 people in his chat. Carissa, damn, that's 7. Yeah, y'all keep adding up. Norbs. Yeah, that dude, yeah. And they asked him, hey, before we let you go, who you fighting next? He said, Shakur. No, not Mav. I know Mav Hoffa. Mav shit popping. Mav shit popping. T.O. ain't over there. I don't think they'll like T.O. T.O. be like, yo, Mav, can I get on? Mav be like, look, man, we was looking at your numbers. I don't think he can get on Mav Hoffa shit, Drake. Mav Hoffa and his team be like, look, we was looking at your numbers. And we have, so battle rap events draw in more people than you do. So we're going to just go ahead and we'll have, what's my boyfriend name? I forgot that nigga name. Y'all know that nigga name. What's the nigga name? Nigga that Papoose punched, knocked out. Dude from Philly. Somebody help me out, battle rap fans. Dude, what's the nigga name, bro? Yeah, Easy the Block Captain. Yeah, they like, look, we compared your numbers to Easy the Block Captain, Team Malifu, and we can't have you on. we can't have you on, bro. He can't make Mav Hoffa shit. He had to go to Norb shit. But anyway, as I was saying, bro, look at all the battle rap fans. Damn. Okay. Boy, about 10 years ago, I could have started me a battle rap channel. Boy, I used to watch all them shits. Boy, what? You get another cut and another cut and another cut. It looked like the seatbelt won't work and I'm trying to buckle up. Y'all don't know about that shit. Y'all don't know about that shit. Y'all don't know nothing about that shit. My mother was in pain. You want to talk to the inmate? Press 9. y'all don't know about that shit. Y'all better stop playing, man. y'all better stop playing, man. Yeah, man. Oh, bro. Anyway, bro. So he said he fighting Shakur next, and yeah, that's when I go back. That's where I go back, bro. And you just can't trust Tio. The Devin Haney fight fell through. His fight with Richard Hitchens fell through, and now this shit with Shakur, it looking shaky. Think about it like this, right? This is where my mind goes. If they're fighting in January, does Shakur have January is only like 2.5 months away. It's October 24th, bro. You got November, December, January, so about 2-3 months away. OG Walk on Water, what up? With Shakur, if he fighting Team Alifu, who would be the most skilled, most athletic, on paper, toughest fighter of his career thus far. Multiple division, former unified, current lineal champion Team Alifu Lopez. If Shakur is fighting him next, and they got their fight done, it ain't some bullshit in the game, would Shakur even have time to be going to Jake Paul camp? See, when I be talking boxing with y'all, bro, I be tying everything together. I consider all angles. And to me, I don't think Shakur Stevenson's trainer and grandfather, I don't think his big brother homeboy Bud Crawford, I don't think motherfucking Jay Prince, Josh Dubin, I don't think they would advise him, his PR firm. I don't think they'd be like, yeah, nigga, we know you fighting Teofimo in 2.5 months. We know you got the Team Alifu fight in 2.5 months. Why don't you take a week or two off and just go help Jake Paul? Boots was fighting used limo, L-Dub, my brother. Shakur and Team Alifu is a different monster. Boots was fighting used limo. Used limo. Use limo. You can go try and then, but Boots could learn something from Canelo, L-Dub. That's Canelo. Shakur can't learn shit from Jake Paul. What Jake Paul gonna teach Shakur in the ring? Boots can learn from Canelo because Canelo is so much better than his opponent that he was fighting. So he can go do that. That could be a real camp. He could be getting his shit. Canelo could be getting his shit, and they could get real work together. Shakur can't get no real work for no motherfucking Jake Paul, for no T.O. TD Sports Talk put a homie put a link in my chat. What you put in the chat, bro? TD, what did you put in my chat, bro? Is that something I need to cover right now? What did you put in my chat, or was you putting that in there for somebody else? I'll let you figure that out, bro. Oh, shout out to the homie. Okay, TD, whatchamacallit, interview T.O. Okay, yeah, y'all go check that out. He interviewed him over on his channel. I think that's the link he put in there. Said it was on somebody else's show. Okay, I was talking about the Norris one. You had them too? That's what's up. That's what's up. Congratulations, man. Hope y'all did a good interview, bro. Mr. Bono, what up, bro? Salute, fam. Frequent, what's good, bro? Salute to all y'all. Now, and to put a bow on the Shakur and Team Alifu conversation, this is the issue that I've always had with Shakur moves, and I hope that they don't play out the way that I'm predicting. But my prediction, I'm still saying it's hard. It's gonna be hard for Shakur to get fights as long as he continues to try to tie himself to Turki Al-Sheikh, because he has to depend on Turki's generosity in paying him and overpaying his opponent. Because Shakur is not somebody that promoters are looking at that they can make money off of. So when they get ready to put their fighter in the ring with him, they're wanting to have either options on Shakur, have a favorable deal for them since they have Shakur over there, or they're going to want someone else to foot the bill. Well, Turkey is throwing Shakur on undercards, sending them across the world and shit. And Turkey may not be willing to pay what T.O. and his team and Shakur and his team may be looking for to make the fight, because it may not be a fight that he thinks can sell or a fight that he thinks is worthy of being a main event slot. And he may be interested in putting him on an undercard or some shit. So we'll see how this all plays out. T.O. is saying, I'm fighting Shakur next. To, you know, on the interview over there on Norbs, and we'll see if he really lives up to that shit. We'll see if he lives up to that shit. Me, myself, I sincerely and honestly have my doubts. And I hope that Shakur has a backup opponent ready. And we'll see who it is. I can't wait to see the energy if it's another dud. I can't wait to see the energy if it's somebody that's less than. You know what I mean? We'll see. Moving on, though. Moving on. I wanted to talk about them release. I'm not gonna play it. Shout out to my dog that sent it to me. Believe it was my homie Dundrick. I'm not gonna play this for y'all, and I'm not gonna watch it myself. I'm not gonna do a video on it. I'm not putting it in any titles. But they released the Gervonta Davis's body cam footage of him getting arrested. And I think it's reprehensible, bro. I think it's disgusting. I feel like, why, if you get arrested for something, right, and it gets dismissed, or it gets to the point to where they can't even charge you because they don't have enough evidence, why do they no, this last time, P Hunter, the most recent one, why do they have the ability to still release your body cam footage to the public? Because all that does is hurt your image even more. All it does is stain your reputation, stain your name. Salute to you, D1. I ain't see them shorts. You know, I be watching your shorts. I ain't see that, but shout out to D1 as well. I don't know why do they, and I know you ain't trying to paint them in a negative light with it if you put it out. And I know you probably said some things on top of it or whatever. But for me, bro, I just, if you didn't get charged, if you didn't have to go to court for it, if you didn't go to court, or if you got it dismissed or you got it thrown out, then, bro, why? What are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro? And it's always, it ain't just it's always like, I hate to say it, and I ain't trying to make this shit a racial thing, but it's always black celebrities, bro. They'll find the body cam footage. They'll find how they was reacting in the cell. They'll find all kind of shit. And then the case will get dismissed, or they'll be found not guilty, or whatever the case may be, and then they'll still post the shit. They'll still sell the shit to the highest bidder. It's trash, bro. It's trash. Can't stand it at all. So I did see that. If you're looking for content on it, you got to look elsewhere. I'm not glorifying that shit. I'm not reviewing it. I'm not reacting to it. I'm not doing none of that shit. It's just another way for the machine to paint one of us in a bad light. The shit got dismissed, and it shouldn't have came out at all once the shit got dismissed. That's how I feel about it. That's what it's going to be over here. Straight up. They just dropped the first episode of All Access of Jank and Tank. Are you talking about that the thing on the MVP Promotions YouTube channel, bro? Oh, I know Creole. Are you talking about the MVP promotions little thing? D1? How is that not defamation? Because it happened. So they can it happened. And they'll never be able to trace who released the footage and who sold it. Yep. Yeah, it's like 7 minutes long. So I will comment on it real quick. Tank look in shape. Right? Tank look in shape. And he look happy in that shit. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like this that dude there is hot and cold. He's also very like he liked to play games with the media, with his ops, with social media, his opponents, all that shit. So he seemed all mad and shit. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of this. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Behind the scenes, this nigga laughing, taking pictures, throwing punches, screaming, yelling, having a good time. Having a good time. Now, I think they made a mistake, though, and I'm going to tell you why. I understand they're trying to build their brand. I understand what they're doing with trying to build that shit. What I don't like about it is something that probably no one else will bring up. And if you see them bring it up, they probably got it from here. I don't like that they put it on the MVP. No, that's a fact, L-Dub. You play games with everybody, dog. Damn show with everybody. Fans in general, I should have said. Everybody. Nigga like to play games. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah. What I don't like about it is this. I don't like, but they all do. Devin Haney, Bud Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, all them niggas, they don't give a fuck about the fans, bro. None of them. I don't like that they put it on the MVP YouTube channel. That shit would go viral way more. It'd be way more talked about it and more people would see it if they would have used Jake Paul's YouTube channel. MVP Promotions got 131,000 subscribers. Jake Paul's YouTube channel got damn near 30 million subscribers. They should have put it there. It should be on the Netflix YouTube channel somewhere. I hate that shit. I think that's a stupid move. I think that is dumb. Usually, Jake Paul and his team don't miss like this. That's a big miss in my opinion. Now, I got you, D1, but if that's just the MVP version, no disrespect to MVP Promotions, your platform ain't big enough yet, dog. When you got a platform, because MVP Promotions is owned by Jake Paul, co-owned by the dude, I forget his name, bro. The UFC dude, the bald-headed dude. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And y'all got access to two platforms. We can shoot this shit. It's our shit. We can post it on a platform that got 30 million subscribers, or we can post it on a platform that got 131,000 subscribers. I'm posting that shit on the platform with the 30 million subscribers, bro. Cause let me see it real quick. They probably trying to build that shit up. Build that shit up by telling people to go subscribe to that shit on some other time. Build that shit up by put Alicia Bumgarner shit on there. That little new 4-fight card they just released, put them niggas on there or something. Put the prelims on there. Say, hey, the prelims is going to be on MVP Promotions YouTube channel. You don't put Jake Paul. You put Jake Paul and Tank Davis are not building fighters. They are big numbers. We pay-per-view attractions. We big superstars. So every move you make for them needs to be, we need the most amount of views, most amount of traction possible. We ain't got time to be using these niggas to try to build some shit. But let me look at something. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. 7,500 views. 7,500 views, 131,000 subscribers. Look at the traction that this channel typically gets, bro. Now, that don't mean the fight gonna be little, because look here. Amanda Taylor, I'm sorry, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, they shit did 30,000 on this channel, and we saw what they did on Netflix. Great numbers. But look though, this channel usually, look at their views: 7,000, 1,000, 2,000, 6,000, 1,000, 11,000. Now let's go to Jake Paul shit. Boy got 20 million subscribers. Look at his shit. 550, 1 million, 163, 385, 137, 424. I think y'all get the point. Missed the shit. They missed a great opportunity. They limiting their visibility and their reach. You put whatever you got going, whatever footage you got with you and Tank, whatever behind the scenes, all access, whatever the fuck y'all doing, you put that shit on the biggest platform you have possible. What is the point of Jake Paul having all these subscribers on YouTube, having all these followers on Instagram, and then you don't use the shit? Instead, you use his biggest moment in his perhaps biggest fight to try to build some shit on the MVP Promotions channel? Nah. The footage, though, the footage was fire. A lot more people will be talking about it, and it'd have a lot more traction. It'd be going a lot more viral if they just made the simple adjustment of taking it off of that platform and putting it on the right one. Just my opinion, bro. Just my opinion on that. I've noticed something. Next topic, we're moving on. 165 in the building. Where we at on the likes, man? You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it, D1. You ain't gotta worry about it. My gun worked too. You ain't gotta worry about it, D1. My gun works too. My pistol worked. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it, bro. My gun working. Bow. I just wasn't reading the shit. I was looking over here. Yeah, my shit. Bow. My shit work. We ain't shooting no blanks. Bow. That shit work over here, bro. My shit work over here. Brashley McClendon with the 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He says, Eddie Hearn says T.O. versus Shakur is trending upwards. It's not close to being done at all, KO. He said Top Rank and Turkey are interested. Cool. How the fuck would Eddie Hearn know what's going on with Team Alifu and Shakur? He not making the fight. Shakur not signing him. Team Alifu not signing him. I'm not. How the hell does Eddie Hearn know what's going on with Turkey's business when Turkey looked at Eddie Hearn and said, no, thank you, nigga. I'm going to give Zoo for the Dana White, nigga. How, like, it's shit like that, Brashley, that just gets me with people like Eddie Hearn, bro. You know every fucking thing. You got it all figured out. You know everything. Boy, the zone owned about 40% of your company. You on camera saying that Turkey basically tell you to shut the fuck up and do what he want and you willing to do that shit. You can't get Boots in his no fucking fights to save his damn life. You couldn't even get the damn Shakur. You couldn't get Shakur Stevenson versus his mandatory done. Rampage, what up? But we supposed to listen to what Eddie Hearn got to say about Timalifu and Shakur. Hopefully. And what the fuck does trending upwards mean? That shit don't even make sense, Eddie. Marshawn, what up? So, we'll see, man. We'll see. I hope the fight happens. Yeah, Tunnel getting out of pocket and shit. Eddie Hearn win one purse bid. Now this nigga know everything. You win your first purse bid in 3 years. Now you know everything. Nigga like, shit, I'm popping. I want a purse bid, nigga. I want a purse bid, nigga. I'm out here, bro. I want a purse bid, bro. I'm purse bid king. I'm the purse bid nigga. So ask me anything. Ask me about 2 niggas that's not signed to me at all. Boy, you swore you had a partnership with Turkey. Me and Turkey are partners. You swear you was Turkey's favorite. Turkey said, yo, Dana, fuck what Eddie talking about. And that's another thing. Bro. Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya are fucking cowards, bro. Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya are some cowards. Brashley, you brought me down this road. I wasn't even planning on talking about this shit, but this is where my mind goes sometimes. You said Eddie Hearn's name, and now you got me thinking about all the shit he been saying for the past couple of weeks, and then you made me think about Oscar De La Hoya. Them dudes is cowards, bro, and frauds. Cowards and frauds, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. The deflection shit doesn't work. All you gonna do is hear when you finally hear everything I gotta say, you gonna tell me I agree with you on that point, KO. And then you gonna try to bring up some totally different shit. Didn't we do this already on about 4 days ago on Monday? Haven't we been down this road before, my brother? Fight Sports Talk. Haven't we done this versatile jabbing a few times? Don't deflect from what I'm talking about, homie. Stick with me. Now, this is why I'm calling them cowards. This is why they are fucking cowards, bro. They are going at the Muhammad Ali Act and how Dana White is changing this shit and how Dana White is a scumbag and a snake and he don't know what he's doing and Zuffa boxing is going to fail. TKO boxing is going to fail. Why do Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya have all this fucking smoke for Dana White, but they ain't got none of this smoke for Turkey? And this is Turkey shit. They are frauds. They are cowards, bro. Just like these fake ass fight fans and content creators out here, bro. All this smoke for these interviewers, all this smoke for fucking bad pay-per-views and all this shit. Then Turkey turn around and a lot of niggas ain't got nothing to say. Why is everybody so scared of this dude, bro? Why is everybody so scared of him? They criticizing everything he do, but scared to say his name. Nigga, it's Turkey that got Dana White trying to do the Muhammad Ali Act and shit and revival the shit and change the shit. It's Turkey that created the boxing league and Zuffa. He's the reason Dana White is in boxing in the first place, and y'all shooting the messenger instead of going at the person that sent the goddamn message. Ain't that some bullshit? Ain't that some bullshit? I'm talking about, bro, Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya got all the smoke in the world for Dana White. Going at Dana White heavy. And all Dana White is just doing what the fuck Turkey told him to do. Shit trash, bro. They saying everything I'm saying except for I'm saying, man, it's Turkey. Turkey and Dana. These niggas is just scared. Even I gotta admit, even the reporter dude, I like him too, Sean Zattel. Sean Zattel, bro. He went at Dana White hard. I would just ask him, bro, if you get back in one of them rooms, ask Turkey them same damn questions. Because I always do that. I remember watching, like, I don't know what it is, bro. I was watching when Devin Haney was about to fight Jose Ramirez. And y'all remember all the Devin Haney fans and content creators, nigga, they were mad as shit at them reporters and the host and shit, how he was coming at Devin, grilling Devin and shit. They was mad than a motherfucker. Sam Williams, what up? They was pissed off, bro. They was like, yo, these reporters, man, they racist. They asking Devin all this stupid shit. Giving Ryan Garcia a pass, asking Devin, like niggas was mad, like legit mad at how them people was covering Devin Haney. What up, not me? And I was like, yo, Turkey the one paying them to ask these questions. Why y'all not mad at him? And you notice, bro, the usual suspects that, bro, they can tell you that PBC having venue issues. They can tell you that Tank Davis is unhappy with Al Heyman. They can tell you that PBC ain't got no money. That PBC filed for bankruptcy. They will break down Tank Davis's taxes for you. Niggas ain't got nothing to say about Turkey Al-Sheikh lying to everybody face talking about pay-per-view is dead, then charge the motherfucking $59.99 for the pay-per-view. Sam Williams with the 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said absolutely nothing. He just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you, big dog. We got my homie Not Me becoming a member again to the channel. What up, Not Me? Salute, brother. Nice. Shout out Sean then. TJ Donner, what up? TJ Donner being a member for 7 months. Bet you can't make it to a year. Real quick, let me pause and say, go subscribe to the vlog. Let me show y'all some bullshit. Let's take a laugh break. Let's take a break and all laugh. Let me show you why you should subscribe to the vlog. Just really quickly. Let me just show y'all real quick. Subscribe to the vlog. Subscribe. We got a new vlog dropping this weekend, but we did drop a little short for y'all. Just take a look. It's only a couple minutes long, and I'm going to go pour me some wine while y'all take a look at this. Let's take a laughter break. Let's take a joke break. Here y'all go. I'll be right back. Back and we got a challenge for y'all. We about to do the wasabi challenge.
You ready for this?
Wasabi. I don't want to get the chip.
He gonna get the chip. Why?
We're going to roll the dice. Whoever roll the dice, that's how many chips you got to get. And whoever gets stuck with the wasabi, you got to eat it. And I hate spicy food.
He does. Me, I don't mind it.
Are you ready, ladies first? You ready?
No, if I first...
Two. You got to get two. You got to get two. Come on.
I got to roll my own dice.
Okay, go ahead. Ha, you got to get 6.
I'll take it. Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
Okay.
How many I get? I got 4.
Wait.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
2.
2.
1, 2. Oh, so I chip.
4. Do you want more?
Oh no. Okay. No! Are you serious?
Get the chip, girl.
No.
Come on. Come on.
Please don't make me do it.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
I'll do it.
You'll do it?
I got you. I got you. I love you, girl.
I love you. You good? No. Ew. You okay? You need some water? You clear them sinuses, boy.
Ooh.
Thank you for taking it for me. Aww. Well, there you have it. We did the challenge. Well, did I win? Did I lose? I don't know. I think I won because KO took it for me. So, anyway, baby, where you at?
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
What's subscribe to the vlog? Shit. I'm putting in this work on both channels. Shit, now. That shit was hot, too. Ain't no damn wasabi. She got some, man, she be coming up with that crazy shit. Y'all go subscribe to that. Anyway, back to what we was talking about. Salute to my baby, Miss KO. Y'all go subscribe to the vlog. I appreciate y'all. Yes, she is very pretty. She is beautiful. She is everything. That's my baby. Slick Rick, what up, man? Salute, fam. All right, anyway, back to what we was talking about. So, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. I forgot what I was talking about. What were we talking about, man? Y'all help a nigga out. And to you 30 people that left while my vlog was playing, F all y'all. To everybody that left while I was playing my vlog, F every last one of you. I hope you come back, you catch the playback, and you only hear that part right there. To everybody that left, all 30 of y'all, because I know y'all gonna be back, right? When you get back, I hope that you accidentally only come to this part of the live right now. And I hope that you hear me say F every last one of you, bro. Turkey Eddie, and there we go. All right, so them boys is cowards, man. Because everybody is on eggshells. You go right up to the line and you criticize what Turkey Al-Sheikh does without actually criticizing him. And I don't like it. I don't like it, bro. He's the one responsible for this shit. He is the one that is working as a foreign fucking agent. Y'all know that when your government gives you resources to go into another country to try to take it over in any industry, you are a government agent, bro. That's what the fucking CIA do. They get a fucking operative, they send him into a region, they give him resources to take over the fucking region in some form or fashion and work at the interest of they fucking country, bro. That's what a government agent is. Saudi Arabia is giving this ninja money, sending him into other countries and saying, take that shit over, bring it back, bring it back. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth, bring it back. Like literally, bro. He a whole agent out this bitch. And everybody in boxing seems scared to call him what he is. Not over here, though. Nah, not over here. Take it how you want it. Take it how you want it, bro. And then all y'all like, oh, Turkey, man, he got this unlimited money. Well, nigga, tell the $59.99 pay-per-view and my uptick price and goddamn in the damn DAZN subscription. Go tell my wallet that. Cause all I know is this nigga about to charge me $60 for a pay-per-view. He charged me $89.99 for a bundle pay-per-view back in May, Cinco de Mayo, for bullshit ass Times Square middle of the street alleyway card. He lying to us left and right. And then when they approach him back, he said, I never said that. That was the DAZN decision, not mine. I thought you was the all hell, all powerful Turkey Al-Shiki, Mr. Excellent Man. This is so backwards, nigga. The people that don't say nothing but tell you the truth, you don't like them. And the motherfucker can lie in your face, you love them. He got unlimited money. Go tell him that. They don't care about making no money over there, KO. Go tell him that. Them niggas charging pay-per-views, raising prices. Sound like somebody trying to get some money back. Say what? Lord, help me be better. Be better. Don't take the bait. Knight Rider is trying to bait me. Lord. I promised my wife I keep shit boxing from now on. So that I'm a Knight Rider. You trying to bait me, bro. you trying to bait me, bro. And I promised Miss KO I would keep it boxing from now on. She said you had this one time to go off. I went off. I said my shit. I cooked niggas. I burnt their house down. I left it alone ever since. And I promised her I wouldn't do the shit no more. I promised her I wouldn't do the shit no more, man. Don't bait me, bro. Don't bait me. Now, say what? Bro, y'all messy as hell, bro. Y'all messy as hell, bro. Y'all messy in the motherfucker, bro. Stop trying to make me curious, bro. The fuck? Come on, bro. Come on, fam. I know you lying, bro. I know you, bro. Stop it, niggas. Stop it. Shout out to Not Me with the 5 piece in the Super J. He says, I want boxing to be organized like the UFC. It sucks that it took a Sharia law dictatorship in order for it to be done. Hopefully Dana snake him off. Nah, that shit ain't gonna work. When your fighters are Vito Milnicki Jr., bro, when your roster is Vito Milnicki Jr. and Callum Walsh, nigga, you ain't doing shit. Wake me up when they can wake me up when if I start hearing names like Emiliano Vargas done signed, Keyshawn Davis done signed, Carmel Moulton done went over there, Abdullah Mason done went over there. When they start getting the young stars over there, if that were to happen, then wake me up. But as long as you tell me I'm getting Callum Walsh from UFC Fight Pass and Vito Milnicki, former PBC and top rank castaway, then I'm, fuck out of that. Boxing and barbecue, what up? Big Block, what up? So, I think a lot of y'all in the boxing game are cowards. To wrap up this topic and get to the next topic, I think a lot of y'all are cowards, bro, because you're clearly critical of what Turkey is doing, but it's two things, right? You're a coward in the sense of you're scared of Turkey, a lot of you, to where you'll criticize everything he's doing up to the point of actually saying his name. So you don't like the Muhammad Ali Act being overturned. You don't like fighters getting super low pay. You don't like the little racist innuendos and shit. You don't like that shit. So you'll criticize the actions, but then you'll put somebody else's name on it or not put a name on it at all. So you'll criticize the racism and the favoritism that reporters were showing towards Ryan Garcia over Devin Haney during that build up to the card that they shared earlier in May. You'll criticize all of that, but you won't criticize the person that put all those people in place to actually be the ones showing that favoritism, right? And then you won't criticize the favoritism of giving Ryan Garcia the title shot with Rolly Romero and putting Devin Haney on the undercard, even though Ryan Garcia is the one that cheated Devin Haney, you won't criticize Turkey for that shit. Instead, you'll spin it into some other shit to do everything you can not to criticize Turkey. If you're Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya, you'll criticize everything that Zuffa is doing, everything that Dana White is doing. But last I checked, Dana White and Turkey shook hands, made the deal together, and the reason that Dana White is doing all of this shit because Turkey handpicked him and put up all the money for the business venture. So the person putting up all the money for the business venture, the person that bought Dana White into this shit and handpicked him, you got nothing to say to him but everything in the world to say to Dana White. You're cowards. And it's either, in the case of Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya, it's they don't want to mess up the money that Turkey is giving them. So they just criticize Dana White without going too far and pissing Turkey off because he's been funding their company for the last year and a half, 2 years. And in the case of content creators and boxing analysts, I think it's the cowardice of niggas want you to believe that they perfect and they right all the time. So people don't like to get in front of the camera and say, I was wrong here. I was wrong right there. I should have said this, or I should have said that, or this is what it is and this is what I thought it was. Because everybody wants to look like they know everything. Everybody wants to look like they never get a fight pick wrong. Or everybody wants to look like they never get a prediction wrong when it comes to the business of boxing. Everybody wants to be perfect. And that's why I am proud to say I got no problem admitting when I'm wrong. That's why I'm proud to say I got no problem saying, okay, this is what I thought and this is what's actually happening. I'll do that for my audience. So I don't have to be a coward. If I was wrong about all this Turkey shit, I tell you I was wrong. When he puts on a good card, I tell y'all it's a great card. I'm telling you, if y'all remember, and anybody in the chat can correct me if I'm wrong before we move to the next topic, I told y'all, yo, this is stupid as fuck. You charging me pay-per-view for fucking Dillian White versus motherfucking Moses Atwama, but you gonna give me motherfucking Devin Haney, Brian Norman, David Benavidez, Abdullah Mason, Jesse Bam Rodriguez for free? Nigga, that's dumb, but thank you. You should be giving me Dillian White and Moses Atwama for free, and you should be charging me for Anthony Yard and motherfucking David Benavidez and all the other names I just named. I said this was a pay-per-view card, and it is to me. My problem is you lying to me, dog. My problem is you told me that this wasn't what you gonna do. Right? That's the problem, is the lying shit. I think $60 for the card is worth it. I think it is a pay-per-view card. I think it should have been on pay-per-view. The problem is you said that you weren't going to do this and then you did it. And when pressed to it, you could have just said, yeah, but I changed my mind. But again, Turkey, like a lot of people that want to criticize him, doesn't want to look wrong. So he passes the buck. Well, that's the zone. You said you met with your brother Shay, the CEO of the Zone, and y'all said y'all ain't charging pay-per-views no more. Oh, that's on them. No, why can't you just say, nigga, we changed our mind? It's a great card. Buy the shit. It's worth it. It's only $60. And you can flip it back on your competitors. And you got niggas out here charging $75 for Pitbull and Roach. We're giving you a much better product. Pay the goddamn $60. We changed our mind. Nothing wrong with that. People would actually respect the shit more. You just a lying fraud. Shout out to Jalen James with the 5-piece in the super chat. We got Chinese spy planes and Israel's controlling our government, but we worry about in Saudi running boxing. American money comes from the Middle East. Here's the thing, Jalen. This is a boxing channel. I'm sure if you go to a political channel, they're talking about that shit. Now, the reason I know that shit is because I do watch political channels. This is a boxing channel. So you're in the wrong arena. Right? When you come to a boxing channel, I'm going to talk about boxing. You just brought up shit about politics. So I know there are channels out there. If you would like a list, I could give you a list. Right? And they'll talk to you about Israelis and spy planes and all that shit. But over here, we're going to always center everything around boxing. No disagreements here, KO, but you say your problem is them lying. Every promoter lies. You didn't try to disagree, but you gave a justification. So I would turn it back on you and say, can you tell me when a promoter has lied about the pricing? When do you remember a promoter telling you something is free and then charging you pay-per-view for it? I've never seen Bob Arum do it. I've never seen Al Heyman do it. I've never seen Golden Boy do it outside of Turkey. I've never seen Matchroom even do it outside of Turkey. Once most promoters tell you that a fight card is free, it's free. If they tell you they're charging pay-per-view, they're charging pay-per-view. Because they do their research and they decide ahead of time before announcing the fight whether or not they're going to put a paywall behind it. Lying about fighters ducking deals you're trying to make, that's one thing. Lying to fight fans about what you're selling them or what you're not selling them is something totally different. So what I would ask you is, what promoter is out here lying about what they're charging for fights? Anyway, moving on. Y'all going to buy it. Yeah, I'm buying that shit. I'm buying that shit. Cause I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it so I can talk about it the next day. I'll tell you when, like I didn't buy Danny Garcia shit. Have y'all heard me talk about Danny Garcia? I didn't watch that fight. I saw the highlight of him knocking old buddy out, but I didn't watch that fight. Unless you deaf, you would have heard that my complaint is them lying, saying it was free and then charging me for it, and then giving me a bullshit excuse as to why they changed their mind. They being Turkey. That's the problem. That's the complaint. I'm not sure. Like, I don't understand, young man, what you don't understand. The complaint is Turkey said it was going to be free, and then he charged us for it without warning us. And when people asked him about it, he passed the buck to somebody else and didn't take responsibility for it. That's the complaint. I don't understand. So don't buy it if they lied. Prove a point. So I am supposed to not buy something that I want to watch to prove a point. The only point I'd be proving is that my Saturday afternoon be fucked up because I don't get to see some of my favorite fighters fight. And I don't get the opportunity to hopefully see Devin Haney get knocked the fuck out by Brian Norman Jr. Why would I allow that to happen to me? Why would I put myself in a position not to be able to watch Jesse Bam Rodriguez, Abdullah Mason, David Benavidez, Devin Haney, Bryant? Why would I do that? To stand up against the dictator. No, that's what these live streams are for. That's what this is for. That's what this channel is for. That's what my voice is for. I have to cover the sport of boxing. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Anyway, moving on. So, last topic. And then, I had the link in the chat the whole time if anybody wanted to debate, but people like to debate me from the chat. I don't like coming up here no more for some reason. I don't know why. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. What's going on with Gervonta Tank Davis and his own people is a microcosm of what happens in the black community all the time. It's a microcosm of what goes on in the black community all the time. That is why anyone with any common sense usually will tell anyone that gets rich out of the hood that the first thing you need to do is get the fuck out of the hood. Because your own people will be the ones that want to see your downfall the most. And so that is why Shakur Stevenson and the Shakur Stevenson conglomerate are teaming up to try to watch this young man lose. Going so far as to help his opposition try to beat him. I can't imagine calling something a clown show and acting like it's beneath me and then doing anything and everything I can to be a part of it. It's the same reason. It's the same reason why. I mean, just think about it. The people that hate this fight the most are Black American fight fans and Black American fighters. They're the ones that are the most vocal, from Shakur to Lamont Roach to what Bill Haney has had to say to all of these guys, man, to Terrence Bud Crawford. The majority of the people that are shitting on this the most are Black Americans, bro. Black American fight channels, right? Meanwhile, every Mexican I've talked to is riding with Pitbull Cruz over Lamont Roach. You got niggas that look like Tank hoping that Jake Paul knock him the fuck out. You got people rooting for a dude that's since y'all want to since you want to throw politics into it, you know. You got a dude that's literally out here trying to make America great again that's getting more love from brothers than the brother himself. Brothers are coming together to try to make America great again with Jake Paul while praying on Tank Davis' downfall. Why is that? Why is that? It's simple, bro. It's because they're jealous of that young man. And when y'all hear me say that, y'all think I'm saying it to be hyperbolic, or you think I'm saying it to just say it? Nah, bro, these are well thought out talking points because I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at everything. And I think it's crazy. It's disgusting. And it's reprehensible what they are doing. Now, Scarface, who's been coming by the channel a lot recently, says people are just giving the same energy that he gives out. Simple. So what energy was Tank Davis giving to Shakur Stevenson when he pushed Shakur Stevenson up on game of how Floyd Mayweather was and convinced Shakur Stevenson to sign with Top Rank instead of going over to Floyd Mayweather because Floyd Mayweather was a snake? What kind of energy was Tank Davis giving Shakur Stevenson when he invited him into his camp and helped him out by making him one of his sparring partners for an upcoming championship fight to shine some light on Shakur Stevenson? What type of energy was he showing Shakur during that time, I wonder? Some people don't support cowards, fam. Who's a coward? Who's a coward? Can't be a little 5'4" dude that put himself in the fire all the time, trying to knock people's head off and being willing to take risks to do it. Can't be that dude. What's more cowardly, bro? Going into the fight and trying to knock somebody out and putting yourself in harm's way, or going into the fight and running around the ring for 12 fucking rounds? What's more cowardly, bro? How you don't support cowards, but you support somebody that'll literally lie to your face all the time and Bill Haney, but you don't support cowards though. You don't support cowards, but you support somebody that's calling behind the scenes trying to get out of fights and shit. But you don't support cowards, though. You don't support cowards, but you support a motherfucker that's trying to get out of a fight by trying to change the drug testing rules after the fight already been agreed to and signed and shit. But you don't support cowards. That shit's crazy, bro. That shit's wild to me, but okay, bro. The most dangerous thing that anybody can do in the boxing ring is get in a fight. And you got the fan base of a dude that runs and jabs and grabs, calling the dude that goes for knockouts and fights hard and puts himself in harm's way a coward. You got the nigga who fights closer to his weight class against dudes bigger than him being called a coward by the fans of the guy who weighs 170 pounds and shrunk himself down to 135 for a size advantage for the majority of his career. But the smaller guy is the one that's the coward, and the bigger guy looking to bully motherfuckers and only looks good against people smaller than him is the tough guy. If y'all don't get the fuck out of my face, if y'all don't get all the way the fuck out of my face, bro, stop it, fam. Stop it, bro. Y'all getting bravery confused with money hungry, dog. Devin is on the stroll, bullet, getting sold out and getting pimped out by his daddy, bro. Anything for a bag. You calling a motherfucker a coward, but he'll stand up and he'll compete against Turkey instead of getting on his knees and gobbling his balls, bro. Fuck is we talking about, dog? You call a nigga a coward, but Devin Haney and Bill Haney will jump on the motherfucking undercard of the nigga that cheated him. But Tank is the coward, all for a bag. Man, you don't get the fuck on, bro. What's brave about that? What's brave about having Ryan Garcia cheat you and then getting on his undercard all so you can get a motherfucking payday? What's brave about that? What's brave about that, bro? What's brave about that shit? What's brave about saying, I know this nigga cheated me. I know I want to sue this nigga. But not only will I drop the lawsuit, nigga, I'll get on his undercard too. And then now that the rematch is falling through, why didn't they pick the lawsuit back up? Since we talking about cowards and shit, since niggas so brave and shit, why they ain't suing them no more? Why the lawsuit ain't picked back up? You talking about cowards and shit. You talking about you want to do something to a nigga outside of boxing. Then the first time you see him at the Bud Crawford fight, you dead, man. Coward. Let me show you what a coward look like. Man, I see Ryan Garcia. I want to do something bad to him. If I see, man, it's deeper than boxing with me and Ryan. Now I want to do something bad to him. I want to do something bad to Ryan Garcia. I see him again. Some things deeper than boxing. I want some things deeper than boxing. We can never be cool again. Let me go find this shit. Just give me 1 second. Cowards, huh? Hold up. When them niggas fight? September what? September 14th. Let me go to my emails. Shout out to the homie Bullet, though. Because I know you be working, so maybe you didn't see this. Maybe you didn't see this. Is this the one? Nah, this ain't the one. Anyway, y'all, you know what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm talking about. He dapping up Ryan Garcia at the goddamn Canelo Alvarez fight, bro. After saying he gonna do all these things to him, after suing him and shit, then he do a friendly face off with the nigga, dapping the nigga off. That's some cowardly ass shit. Yeah, that's cowardly the motherfucker. Jalen James with the 5 piece in super chat. You heard what Jake said. I'm paying you. Tank been over for the white man. Oh, so Jake is paying Tank. Netflix is paying Tank, nigga. You know this. He was fucking lying and shit. But if I tell you that there's a knockout bonus and that it's a real fight because Jake Paul said so, you probably gonna say he was lying then. Shout out to Kamal Oz with the 2 piece. Parker versus Wardley preview and prediction. That's for the channel members. It's dropping tomorrow morning, bro. But it's cool. Anyway, like I was saying, bro. Like I was saying, the majority of the people that hate that young man are people that look like him, that come from similar backgrounds of him. And it's because boxing is a microcosm of life. More specifically, since Black Americans are what dominate the sport of boxing, boxing is really a microcosm of what goes on in the Black community. And too many times, bro, too many times, fam, we are our biggest own enemies, and we want to see the person that's on the top of our shit fail, bro. And a lot of niggas, Shakur Stevenson, Raymond Ford, Terrence Bud Crawford, Devin Haney, the fans of those fighters will be rooting for Jake Paul on November the 14th. They will be rooting for Jake Paul on November the 14th. Because you know what y'all not going to say if Tank Davis get his ass whooped. Y'all not going to say, oh, it's okay, it's a fake fight. You know what you're going to do? You're going to come in this chat laughing. You're going to come in this chat laughing. You're going to come in this chat key. And that's why I call you niggas haters. Think about your logic, bro. See, this is some real shit, and I don't mean to get under your skin. If it happened, it happened. Think about your logic. The same people calling it a fake fight, shitting on a fight, are going to be laughing and talking shit if Tank Davis gets knocked out. Then those same people that's calling it a fake fight and a fucked up fight are going to be saying that the fight was rigged if Tank Davis knocks Jake Paul out. The same people calling it a fake fight and a bullshit fight are the same ones that called Ryan Garcia weight drain when Tank Davis knocked him out. The same ones calling it a fake fight say Frank Martin is just a prospect right now when Tank Davis knocked him the fuck out. The same ones calling it a fake fight say Mario Barrios was trash. Calling it a fake fight, Rolly Romero was trash. Calling it a fake fight, Hector Luis Garcia was trash. He can't win with you niggas, man. Lamont Roach is trash and garbage. What is he fighting him for? If he'd have knocked Lamont Roach out, you'd have kept saying he was trash and he was a nobody. But Lamont Roach did better than we expected. Lamont Roach got robbed. I tell you what. Tell me what lie I'm telling you. Y'all know I'm telling you the fucking truth. For years, every move, every single thing has been negative. You will find the negative no matter what it is, bro. And a lot of you come from the inner city too. A lot of you are minorities as well. A lot of you have similar circumstances that you grew up in. And you are the ones that are the loudest and hate that young man the most. That's how y'all moving. That's what it is, bro. I know your type. I'm calling my shot. You're not going to be able to help yourself. It's going to be a fake fight. And no matter what happens after, you already got your reason why. This is all we will hear. All the way up into the fight. The fight is garbage. The fight is trash. The fight is fake. And I agree with all of the shit about it being trash. But after the fight, no matter what happens, you're going to hear that Either A, Tank Davis, it matters so much. He got exposed. This is great for boxing. He got knocked out or he lost or he looked like shit against Jake Paul. Or he just did what he's supposed to do. Y'all are easy to read, bro. You easy to read. Easy to read. Very easy to read. He's not going to be like, you. I'll point you out. You. I'll point you out, and you'll be back. You again. You again. You. You. You again. You again. You again. That's all I can see for right now. But for all y'all I just highlighted, no matter what, I know that you a hater, and I know that how you thinking, because I can predict what you gonna say and how you gonna behave, no matter what happens in the fight. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. If the fight looks like it's rigged, or Tank Davis does good in it, then the fight was rigged. It was trash anyway. If Jake Paul does well and he knocks out Tank, or he does well and he performs better, Tank Davis got exposed and he was trashed the whole time, and that's what the fuck he get. I know what you're going to say regardless of what happens. And the reason I know what you guys are going to say regardless of what happens is because you're predictable, because I know what your emotions are and your thought process is towards the person that we're talking about. You're easy to read because you're fucking haters. Devin represent the epitome of going for greatness in boxing. Everybody that supports Devin rock with the sport of boxing the right way. Okay. All right. So putting raccoons on other black fighters' faces is rocking with the sport the right way. Lying on other fighters to uplift Devin Haney is rocking with the sport the right way. Calling other black fighters monkeys is rocking with the sport the right way. Refusing to cover anything negative about your favorite fighter while covering everything negative about someone else's favorite fighter is covering the sport the right way. Literally making shit up that does not exist for Muhammad Ali acts, for mandatories, for rematch clauses. It's covering the sport the right way. Lying on your boy, lying on your bro, KO, over and over again. It's covering the sport the right way, supporting the sport the right way. If everybody that rocks with Devin is supporting the sport the right way, why the fuck he can't do no pay-per-view numbers? You niggas stealing his shit. He get more support in YouTube than real motherfucking life. But everybody that support him is rocking with the sport the right way. Bro, this shit got to be a Twilight Zone, homie. This shit got to be a Twilight Zone, bro. It got to be, bro. You can't be serious, fam. You can't be. You can't be. Turning on Tay Jones, all because Bill Haney called him trying to get out of the fight, is covering the sport the right way. Niggas is out here literally turning on the nigga that got them the Deontay Wilder connection. All because Bill Haney called him trying to get out of the motherfucking fight, and that's covering the sport the right way. Bullet. Come on, fam. This is KO you talking to, bro. And your response to everything is, LOL, I proved that I pay for the fights. You didn't say, I support the sport the right way, Bullet. You didn't say, I buy his fights, Bullet. You said everyone that supports Devin supports the sport the right way. Yet every single person that has made the most videos about me, shitting on me, talking shit about me, is a fucking Devin Haney fan. But they supporting the sport the right way. And then when I get to cooking on it and exposing it, you go back to I am supporting the sport the right way. You do support the sport the right way. You are an exception. You are an exception to the rule, Bullet. The rule is most Devin Haney fans support him in YouTube more than in real life. The rule is what usually happens is all his shit tends to flop because he really don't have real support and real fans. The rule is most Devin Haney fans are okay with lying and capping and pushing fake false ass narratives. Most Devin Haney fans will watch Devin Haney call Najee from Cigar Talk a sellout for talking to Ryan Garcia and then say, yeah, he's a motherfucking sellout, and then watch Devin Haney do the exact same thing that Najee did, and you know what they'll do, Bullet? They will shut the fuck up and not say a word. Most Devin Haney fans, Bullet, will watch Devin Haney get accused of his BM of doing a whole bunch of weird shit, not speak on it at all, not say nothing about it, but then they'll wait for her to change her story, and then they got so much shit to say about it after the fact. That's how most of you niggas move, bro. Real talk. It's the most picking and choosing, lying and capping in ass, narrative pushing, full of shit ass fan base that I've ever seen in my life, bro. Jupe with the 5-piece in the super chat. Jake couldn't get Netflix back unless Tank agreed, which is why his last fight was on DAZN. Netflix paying them. Jake clearly can't pay anyone. Yeah, Netflix is paying them, bro. We know what it is. Now niggas forgot all of a sudden that the network is the one that put up the budget for the fight. You see how niggas do? Y'all see how they do? Now all of a sudden, people acting like Jake Paul is paying Tank Davis like Netflix isn't the one that bought the fight, that put the budget up for the fight, that's paying the fighters their money. Everybody understands that shit in any other situation. Not this one, though. Now Jake Paul is paying niggas directly. Crazy. Shout out to Trey W234 with the 5-piece. Their fans take on their personalities. Ain't no way of having real conversations with them. You might be right. Big Bob Gunn with the 5-piece in the super chat says, absolutely nothing, just showing love to the channel. Boxing Hacker with the 5-piece in the super chat. Devin didn't have to take the Norman fight. It's not a mandatory match. If he didn't want to fight, he wouldn't have taken the fight. It wasn't by force. He took the fight because he had nowhere else to go to get the type of money that he wanted to get. This was the only fight that Turkey was offering. If he wanted to fight, his daddy wouldn't have been on the phone with Tay Jones trying to call out of the fight. If he wanted to fight, they wouldn't have been trying to make up an excuse when they already agreed to drug testing and tried to change drug testing at the last minute. Had Brian Norman not called they bluff at every motherfucking turn, we would not be getting that fight. They tried to get out of the fight, bro. They didn't call Tay Jones for no reason and say the things that they said. I've already cooked you on this debate. I'm not having it again, but I appreciate the $5. Marquis, what up? Anyway, panel's open. Didn't nobody want no smoke today. Let me take the smoke link out. Let me take the smoke link out. And let's just open the panel up. Panel's open. Y'all come holler at your boy. Almost 200 people in the chat, please. Hit that damn like button. D1 has a show tonight. There go the link to it. Y'all go check it out, please. Go check out the homie D1. P Hunter, what up?
What's going on, KO?
Nothing much, man. What you got for the show, man?
Nah, man, I came up here to just say it's crazy how people, and it's just crazy how Bill Haney fans, or well, Devin Haney fans, will hear Bill, because you did this on your live. You had the whole conversation with, I think it was Bill Haney and Tate Jones, and they clearly heard Bill said, I called him. And the fans that were on your live for Devin Haney, they were like, well, that's not what he meant. I mean, if I say I called you, I called you. I mean, how else can I take that? So yeah, you like that. Yeah, they're special. They're special. But you know what though? All fans of boxers are special. You know, you can always have your fanatics and X, Y, and Z. So you know, it's all the same shit. And that's all I had.
What's up, Smooth Criminal? Smooth Criminal, what's up, homie? I see you in the building. Be more, what up, man? Talk to me. What's up?
What's going on, man? It's the tank effect, baby. You know what it is. It's the tank effect. The more you talk about him, the more popular he going to get. The reason why they getting views or they getting any likes or whatever they trying to do with social media and this algorithm is just to mention Tank's name. And apparently the tank effect works and they just going to keep mentioning Tank. But I do agree with you. MVP promotions and this media rollout, that video supposed to have been across all platforms, not just in different and everybody else's. It should have been on Tank side. It should have JTD should have went on and started something out. It's supposed to have been on Netflix. It's supposed to have been on whatever, in order to really maximize the exposure to the fight. I think they dropped the ball. I hope by the time the next episode comes out, maybe they'll pick up the ball and spread it out.
I'm with that.
Yeah, it should be on J. Paul's too. And plus, I don't see Houseman Willie. Where he at, man? He ain't coming out today.
He probably sleep. He probably got to work tonight or something. Probably sleep. Tom, 2 cents. What's up?
What's going on, KO?
I'm chilling. What you got?
2 things, right? I should have clicked the smoke link, but I know I can't really argue this. But I think Charlo can come back and shake some shit up at 54.
Okay.
I think he could still be able to come back and the only thing I'm really like, if I was to say Charlo concerned about, it would be his age and the fact that he's already ran through a gauntlet and became undisputed. And would he have the same, I guess, energy and did the wear and tear from that do anything to him as far as a fighter? But other than that, I mean, I know how he performed in the Canelo fight and he did this and that, but I think that Charlo will be a better fighter, not coming off a 2-year layoff, moving up 2 weight classes, coming off an injury. So I don't think that he necessarily has lost any dogs, so to speak. I think that it was a lot of circumstances surrounding that could have, you know what I'm saying, caused whatever performance that he had. And I think he can still come back and be competitive at 54. I mean, he's still the best at 54. He was undisputed. Nobody ever won a belt from him. He had to drop them all. So that was kind of like my rebuttal, because I seen you had made a video about Charlo. So that was my little rebuttal.
I would just say you left out the most important facts in my estimation is the hunger being gone because of the money that he got for Canelo, not because of him accomplishing everything at 154. I just think the money he made fighting Canelo would be one thing I would point to. And then, you know, father time and just time in general. When you ain't fought in 2 years, you got to update that resume. He didn't fight all the 2024, and it looks like he's not gonna have a fight in 2025. So he been out the ring for 2 full years. And you gonna have to show me, because that's the worst thing you can do. Inactivity and injuries kills most fighters. So He gonna have to show me that he can just come back and I'm just gonna whoop on Sebastian Fundora, or I'm just gonna beat Bakram up. Oh, I can really fuck with Boots Ennis. Like, nah, I don't know it, because no disrespect to Brian Castano, no disrespect to what's the dude name? Tony Harrison. No disrespect to those guys, but I think this crop of young guns is better than them. I think this crop of fighters is way better than what he was going up against when he was going, having his run at 154 pounds. I think Virgil Ortiz, Boots Ennis, Sebastian Fundora, all these guys are way more talented, bro, than what Charlo can be. So can he? Yeah, if you think he's gonna come back and be closer to what he was, but how many fighters do we see take 2 years off and come back and be exactly what they was when they left?
True. And the only way that I think it's a possibility. I'm not saying it can't happen, but the only way I'm gonna throw this theory out the window is if he do some dumb shit and just come back and step into a big fight. Then I'm done with Charlo. If he don't take no tune up and try to get back acclimated to fighting at competitive level, then I'm gonna throw that theory out the window. So don't nobody come to me saying since you said no. If he don't come back and take a tune up and do it the correct way, I'm just throwing that whole theory out the window. But I do think that even if he don't come back and just beat everybody, I do still think he's a good competitive fight for everybody.
I don't think the PBC and I don't think boxing right now in America, I don't think they can afford for Jamel to take a tune-up, because he gonna want money. And you can't afford to be taking no tune-ups right now with the landscape in boxing. I honestly think he's gonna come back and it's gonna be a name. Maybe it can be him.
Just gonna be dumb.
Be him and Earl or something. I think that would be good. They both been out the ring the same amount of time. It'd be a big fight, and then the winner, PBC will know who to give the next big fight to, instead of trying to have them both do tune-ups then fight each other. Like, that's more money. And Charlo gonna want a bag, and if he gonna want a bag, you gotta fight somebody that's worth them giving him the bag for him to fight. So I don't think he can do the tune-up route. I think it's gonna be a big fight. If anything, anytime soon. Thomas, what's up, man?
Hey, shout out to you, man. Like the song say, you in the pot with the wrist like it's stir fry. Cooking niggas, dog, and they ain't want no smoke. Also, shout out to my man Charlo. That's Money Mail. He winning. Go take a shot with him. That nigga better not be going up in the ring, though, talking about it's an honor. Because the last time it was an honor, that nigga looked terrible in the ring. And I don't want him fighting folks on honor, because that didn't look right. But I do believe if he get his stuff together, he come back and fight somebody to get his bearings back together, he can definitely be a player. But you are absolutely right. This is a better crop of fighters than it was when he was ruling the jungle back there. Also, I wanted to talk last night, but Big Dog, Big Troll Willie was on his Big Troll Stradamus tip and was out there clowning, but he was quote unquote getting his information from sources or representatives of Jake Paul. Well, that one number that gets tossed out recently of what Tank is to make upwards of was also by somebody who was directly tied into Jake Paul's camp and to a source that is credited. Shout out my guy Mel from YSM Media. He said my man is pretty much the A side. This stands to reason because he ain't calling out just certain folks. He's calling out folks that will bring eyes. So I know the people who gave him his tips, I guess they forgot to tell that nigga that he was going to be in the sideshow, but he wasn't going to be A side, and that Tank's still that ninja. Now, do I glorify that? Hell no. Would I rather see him stomping or breaking out the black flag or the raid on the Roach or stomping on Coor or anybody like that, especially Devin and his misguided fan base? Hell yeah. Belated for that. And I digress. I'll give it up to somebody else.
Boxing Hacker, man. What's up?
What's up, KO? So this whole thing about Devin trying to pull out the Brian Norman fight is pretty funny, right? Because first you say that he only took the fight because he wanted money, and then you say, oh, they ain't trying to get out the fight. But if he only took the fight because he wanted money, why would he want to get out the fight? Does he no longer want the money? And let's just keep this in context too. Devin Haney didn't want to fight Sandor Martin at 140, right? He dropped his whole title for that fight. And this fight coming up is not even mandatory. It's just a voluntary matchup between Brian Norman and Devin. So he definitely doesn't have to take the fight. You know, so if his motivation was money, why would he want to stop, not make the money anymore? You understand what I mean? It never made sense to me. Like this whole argument about Devin Haney not wanting to take the fight. You know.
All right, we're going to Sam. Sam, what you got, bro?
Hey, what's happening, cuz? I
What's up with you, man?
on my way from home from work in my truck, and I heard another Baltimorean in the chat, and I was really more so thinking about the clout chasing of Gervonta Davis, and you even got Clarissa Shields clout chasing him. That whole group, that shit don't make no kinds of sense, man. None. Like, god damn. A female, she need to be worried about some of them other girls she gonna fight. Leave that young man alone. But
she want Layla. She want to fight Layla.
man, Layla ain't Layla the same age as me. She the same, damn near the same age as me. She'd be crazy to come back. All that money she making. Layla making probably 10 times the amount of money now than what she made
was
from
when she was
fighting.
fighting. Nah, that's
Yeah,
fact.
why was she? And she beautiful. Really, all the stuff Clarissa was saying about her, it's really flipped. She jealous of Layla.
Layla put her in the deep fryer, bro. That video
Yeah,
was
she
all
did.
bad for Clarissa. She put it in the deep fryer. That shit over with. Like she cooked
said
out here.
she said she was coming out with a part 2. When that's supposed to come out, you know?
I don't know. She don't even need a part 2. That's overkill at this point, man. Clarissa out here down bad. She started this fake beef out of thin air, bro. With a 50-year-old. That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But you got anything else, bro?
No, that's all I got, man.
Juke, what up? Talk to me.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's up?
Hey, I was gonna say I actually agree with Tucson. I feel like because Charlo is the lineal, I feel like, you know, he let him get his payday. I think he probably would go back for a big fight. It could be Earl Spence or Lubin. I heard Lubin say that he still wants that rematch. You know, I would still want to watch that. And the other thing earlier, you were making a point about how Eddie and Oscar like got all this beef for Dana, but not Turkey. And it's so, to me, like I see it. I think it's because at the end of the day, they both wanted. They don't have a problem with Turkey's doing, of course, right? They're fine with it. Their problem is that they weren't chosen for the job that they were clearly auditioning for, and he chose Dana. It's the same way as these fighters. As much as they claim,
making 10 times the money now.
As much as they claim,
fuck out of here with that dumbass.
Oh,
go ahead, Drew. I think he was talking to somebody else. He was talking to one of the homies, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, just like it's like the same way that they're like pretending like, oh, it's about the integrity of the fighters, and you know we're trying to protect the fighters. No, they weren't. Like if they had got that opportunity over Dana, they'd been perfectly okay with it. Same way, as much as people, and I don't like it either. As much as we hate this clown fight, this circus, people are mad because they didn't get to be the maestro at the circus. Had they got the Paul fight, they would have been fine with it. It's a circus when you don't get it, right? And we all know it is a circus, like it's trash, but they were perfectly fine if they had got it. It's the same thing. People only claim the integrity part once they don't get what they really want. So then to save face, you say, oh, because I'm with all this integrity and best fight the best or the this, and I'm with all this, but you could have led with that. That's not what you wanted. You wanted that shot. The other person got it, and you're salty.
Dang.
That's all I have to say.
Already. All right. Panel is fully open. What y'all got, man? I'm listening. Boxing Hacker, I know you probably heard something. Oh, we got Phoenix. Phoenix, what's up, Phoenix?
Oh, what's good with it?
What's up, man? What you got, bro?
I'm gonna say, who was that we just talking? Was that Juke?
Yeah, that was Juke. Yep.
Yeah, I agree with what she said. There's now like whenever you feel like you're more deserving of a certain spot than others, you're gonna have some hate whenever somebody you feel is less deserving of it than you ends up getting that spot. And I think it's not just Eddie and the other promoters, but like shoot, all the boxers too. Because ever since Floyd and Pacquiao retired, you know, Canelo really been the only one that was like getting over 1 million in pay-per-view buys until Tank fought Ryan.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody is looking. It's been 10 years. Everybody's looking for how they can get up on that spotlight and go ahead and stack that money up. Now, they might say, like, well, yeah, we fighting for belts, his legacy and all this and that. But look at how they behave whenever it comes to a fighter who they feel doesn't have the same accolades as them. They feel like that fighter shouldn't be getting that money because they look at it like, well, I've done this, this, and that. How come I'm not popular? And
Cause
that's kind of like the
people don't
same.
like the way you fight. Yeah, it's that
Exactly.
simple. They don't like the way you fight. They don't like the way you present yourself for whatever reason. You don't resonate with the people, man.
And on top of that, like the biggest issue that I have with this, like surrounding it all, is the double standard. And like even looking at other sports, right? You look at basketball, you look at football. You see people go out and do these fantasy sports leagues. So
Mm-hmm.
that's basically virtual exhibitions of football games. But you can't like an exhibition in boxing has been going on since before any of us even knew what an exhibition was. But Ray Leonard had them, George Foreman, Roberto Duran, Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya. The list goes on. So if you're a boxing fan, how come you can't like everything about boxing? How come you can't pay attention to the contracts? How come you can't pay attention to exhibitions? How come you can't pay attention to what the fighters is doing in order to make fights? But in baseball, you see, or football, you see, they're watching the NFL Combine, they're watching the draft, they're
Yeah,
looking at the off
yeah.
season,
No,
they're
these are
paying
all good
attention to
points.
everything. So
Yeah,
my whole
these are
thing
all good
is
points.
either you love boxing or you don't. You got if you love it, then love it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And after Tank is done, after all these guys are done, we got new boxes coming up.
I think
Exhibitions was here before. They'll be
if I
here
could
after.
if I could interject, I think one key point I do want to make off of what you said. I think in order to get to the money in boxing, it's gonna have to be through these streaming services and through getting these big time viewership numbers, and maybe not so much the pay-per-views anymore. I think that's why what Canelo and Bud Crawford did is very important. I think that's why what Tank Davis and Jake Paul is gonna do is gonna be very important to get promoters and fighters to be able to go sell their product to these streaming services and say, hey, if you give us this, then we'll be able to get you 5 million streams concurrently if you give us this deal. And then that's how they're gonna get the deals to get the advertisers to buy back in and get the networks to be willing to put money back up, bro. So I think that's where it's going, fam.
And
To
I
be
can
honest
agree
with
with that. I can agree with
True
that. I
that.
think the other thing is that boxers today will need to do a little bit more of building their own brand because the reason Jake Paul is as successful as he is right now is because he already had his own following and brand before he came to boxing. And that
yeah.
and that was it. He brought them people over. Like people say Floyd ruined things with all the money talk and everything, but like they didn't pay attention to all he did on top of boxing, like going on Dancing with the Stars, having that WWE match,
Yeah, he did
hanging
all
around,
that.
yeah, hanging around all them other people, like doing live streams and all that. He appealed to different audiences outside of hardcore boxing fans,
He
and
was
that's
able to
where
get
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
money came
casual
from.
fans to watch him, and then that's who was responsible for the majority of his success. His own fans, but also casual fans and a lot of people that wanted to see him lose. Let me ask this.
Yep.
I never heard these thoughts. 2 cents. What's your thoughts on Layla Ali and Clarissa Shields? Because I know you're a huge Shields supporter. What's your
Um,
thoughts on that? I never heard. I didn't get to hear you. I'm sure you probably put some content up on your channel on it, but I didn't hear you talk about it over here, or I didn't hear you on the panel or anything. What's your thoughts on that back and forth? They little beef.
well, I've always said, like, I don't understand why Clarissa Shields is calling out Layla Ali. I never understood why she was doing that. And I never really even took it serious until she came with that $15 million check. And I'm like, I guess Clarissa trying to get a payday, but this ain't the flex she thinks it is. Like, it's ridiculous. Why are you trying to fight Layla Ali? And so I just think it's stupid. I think it's Clarissa Shields and Layla Ali is 20 times worse than Jake Paul and Tank Davis. That
Mm-hmm.
fight makes absolutely no sense. And I don't think Clarissa Shields has anything to prove because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like once Clarissa Shields got her 2 gold medals and then she came into professional boxing and started doing what she was doing, she had already defined an era. She had already defined who she was. Like, I don't even know, like, I don't even think people is like watching boxing now, especially like the younger people, and like, ooh, Layla Ali, like they gonna think Clarissa Shields. You feel me? Like that's how I
No,
felt
that's
about
true.
it. But when Layla Ali came, but however, what I was saying to people is the stuff Layla Ali has been doing has been very underhanded and very petty. But since Layla Ali has better delivery and more sophisticated, and she quote unquote look better, people don't want to call out what Layla Ali has been doing also. And when I was doing that, I started getting heat because everybody like, oh, you defending Clarissa. And I've never defended Clarissa. I've never agreed with what she did. I don't like it. I don't like how Clarissa act. I don't like how she jumps out the window too far sometimes. But what I tell people is I see the slick shots and the underhanded and passive aggressive things people do to Clarissa. It's just the way she responds. All people see is her and her response. So it don't matter what somebody else do because your response is this type of way, or because a lot of times you have to insert yourself in situations because you feel like you deserve this recognition. It comes off certain way and people don't like that. So anytime it's a situation, you gonna be wrong. And I said that 30-minute video that Layla came out with was petty. I said it was petty. I didn't say it was wrong. I didn't say it was right. I said it was
It was
petty.
petty. It was
And
petty.
I
But
also
it was
said
very
that,
entertaining. It was
yeah,
It's
yeah.
petty
a
And
though.
stroke of
hey,
genius.
listen, it's great
Stroke of
marketing.
genius.
Fire.
And I also brought up the point that this is the second time Layla Ali has teased the fight, announcing a fight to announce or promote something she's doing. It's a counter clout chase. You came out with the video like you was about to announce something about the fight, then you announce your cooking show. You come out with a 30-minute video, putting all these clips together of Clarissa, which you probably ain't even know Clarissa said half that shit till you seen that video. Because I know Layla,
Whoever did that editing, boy.
you
They
got your
on
team
point.
together. They
Facts.
wrote you
You
a
got a
script. You
team,
got
bro.
your lighting. You got your hair and makeup done. Y'all really think Layla Ali is sitting around worried about what Clarissa Shields is saying about her? I don't think so. However, it's great marketing, and Clarissa put herself in this position to be able to be used that way. But you
She
use this to grow your YouTube channel that you just starting, and then at the end you talking about you want to know if I'm coming back to the ring. Stick around for part 2. So at this point, I'm like, Layla, is you gonna fight or no? Is you gonna
That
fight or
ain't
no? Because
that
you
They
ain't
don't
never
need to
gonna
be
said.
fighting no
no
damn
you.
Clarissa
That ain't
Listen,
Shields,
but
but
man.
no
you
damn well
you
she
just
not gonna
know
you
that
fight her.
roasted.
you talking
You ain't
about
having your
Clarissa
YouTube
Shields ain't
channel.
talented enough to beat you. You will knock her out. Oh, I need 15 million to consider it. She's never said, I'm not going to fight. I'm done with boxing. She's never said that. She
Right, but you
keeps
That's
were
that
saying
talking
she
Ali
said
shit.
that.
swagger.
Hold on, let me finish. She
Let her
keep talking
finish. And then
shit,
I
making
want to hear what Jupe has to say because I heard
she
her talk.
keep talking shit, making underhanded slick comments, and I get it. But all I'm saying is she's being petty and she's using Clarissa Shields to promote whatever she got going on. And I think cool. I ain't got no problem with it. But that's just my opinion about it. I'm not saying Layla's wrong. I'm not saying Clarissa right. I'm just saying because it's coming off like Layla Ali is just not doing anything. Like, oh my God, I have to say something because Clarissa keeps coming at me when no, you taking slick shots and comments. You steady fake announcing a fight. You know what I'm saying? So that was my 2 cents about it.
We got Brashley with the 5 piece in the super chat says Clarissa did Layla how Shakur did Tank. It's a trend with that friend group. Then we got Kurt Hurd being a member for 11 months. Said, bet I make it to you. I bet you won't make it to 2, nigga. Bet you won't make it to 2, nigga. Shoot. Juke, what was you about to say to respond in 2 cents? What you about to say?
Well,
And then D1, I'm coming to you, D1, after this.
yeah, me and Two Cent talked about this at length, but like I think me and her agree with like 97% of everything. I agree with like 99% of everything that Two Cent said. I just think that Layla's being petty and she should because she was minding her business. And this is what happens when you summon people. You summon me, I'm gonna give you everything that you asked for. And I just feel like I know that she's had some underhanded stuff. Well, Layla has said some things that like she can't beat me if she does not talented enough to beat me. She said that like a couple of years ago in response. I think people forget there was this interview and they were interviewing her. And she had nothing but positive things to say about Clarissa. And then I don't know if it was a Breakfast Club or some other video with Sway. And they showed Layla a video of Clarissa, like, throwing shots at her, saying I'm better and blah, 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 blah. And I think it's the first time Layla heard Clarissa speaking like that. So she, of course, they're fighters. They're going to say, of course, I would beat you, blah, 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 blah. That was some years ago. Now, she probably still could. I don't know. But I think she has the right to respond however she wants. Just like I was saying the last time I was on 2 Cents channel, like if Usyk says something crazy about, I don't know, Holyfield has the right to say whatever. I don't expect Usyk to say, "Now come on, fight me, Holyfield." Like you don't. He's a legend. He's not gonna come back and fight you. And we can't. Like you can't. You gonna go. You going to homeless? I'm sorry, not homeless. Senior buildings, force them to put gloves on. Like that's what we're doing. Like at the end of the day, she has the right to respond how she wants. And the receipts was receipting. Like she did create some beef, that she did manufacture some beef. She really did. And I think to Clarissa's defense, she does get slighted by a lot of these girls in boxing, and she does respond, and people do act like she's crazy when she responds. So I think in this case, she's just being defensive, but she's not realizing that, baby, you kind of kicked this off. So I don't think Layla's wrong, and I think if I'm going to respond, if you're going to use my name, I'm going to make some money off of it. And she's a true Ali, and she did that.
I think Layla started it, but I think it was a misunderstanding, though.
All right, so they agreeing to disagree, which is great. This is my thoughts on it. Then I'm gonna pass to you, D1, and you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. You don't have to talk about this. I think that what I'm more concerned about, number one, I don't think Layla coming back, nor should she. Clarissa need to get a nutritionist, and she need to find her way down to 154, 147. She ain't got no smoke. Okay, she got.
But why they can't come up?
And that's what Layla told her to do.
Ain't nobody coming up to her. She too good. So if she wants to find, like, I think her and I get it, like, is petty. We can say that she's jealous, she's envious, but Clarissa ain't got no big money fights. Okay, Clarissa's out here so great, 3-time undisputed champion, making all this noise, but unfortunately, she fighting in weight classes where it ain't no names. All the names at 135, 140, 147. They might be able to get up to 154, but it's no name. She got these big old light heavyweight girls she fighting. She got to do rematches with Franchon Cruz, DAZN, and shit. Nobody wants to see her fight Savannah Marshall again because she fucked her up. And now we got Shadasia Green, and don't nobody know who Shadasia is outside the people in this channel. Ain't nobody checking for that. All the names like Alicia Baumgardner, Michaela Mayer, they all down there 147, 130, 140 and shit. She got to find a way to lose some weight.
They at least got to come to 54, KO.
No, I'm cool with that. I'm just saying she ain't got nothing. And it's sad that we over here, like, the biggest dog, Clarissa Shields done whooped the heavyweight ass, put on her ass this year. She done had some raps and shit. She doing a whole lot of shit. And the thing that got her the most traction that finally made me be like, oh, she in the algorithm a little bit. Oh, if I talk about her, then people might actually watch the video. And made me make a video about her was her going back and forth with a 50-year-old woman.
And think about it.
Wow.
Layla,
like, bro, she got to lose some weight, man.
Layla been retired longer than Clarissa's been fighting. Like that's what makes it look crazy. And I mean, if she wants to come back, but the thing is, if you win, you get nothing out of it. If you end up getting clipped, it's even worse. I just don't know if it's the best play for Clarissa.
Nah, Layla not doing it. Clarissa
they might do an exhibition.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But what for Clarissa though, that need to be the way for her to get like Baumgartner in the ring, get Terry Harper in the ring, get Natasha Jonas in the ring, get Michaela Mayer in the ring. Like that's what she need to be trying to figure out. Where is Sandy Ryan at? Shit like that, bro. Is Chantel Cameron willing to come up to 147 or 154 or some shit? Like she gotta get them that she need to find her way.
She ain't making 147 for sure.
Why not?
She too big, KO. She not going to no 147 like she in high school.
She just naturally big, or she big because she bored, and them girls too easy for her, and so she just eating pork chops, chicken.
No, she could definitely lose some weight, but 147 pounds, and she said her team don't want her going lower than 160. But she said she want to go to
walking around 180, 185, chilling.
She's gonna have to, or she's gonna have to exhibition.
Like how old is Clarissa now? She in her 30s.
30. She 30 years old.
Yeah, you listen. As a woman, it don't get easier and easier to lose weight. Once you 30, bro, you're not dropping nothing.
Okay, all right. But long story short, my point is at 175, 168, it ain't shit left. Okay, there's nothing left, ladies. It's over with. She done conquered 160. Hell, she conquered 154 before that. She done conquered 168. She's going up there fighting heavyweights. Look, let me show y'all something, bro. like, because maybe
But why none of them women like meet me at 54? They not even saying that. They talking
because they
47.
don't think they can beat her.
They're
2 cents. They
scared.
know they can't fuck
So
with
why
her
y'all saying she need to go down to fight them?
She
because
needs
for the
name.
money.
If
She
she want to
needs
make
it.
some money, if she
They
want to make
won't
some
come
money,
to fight
Legacy.
her though,
If the
y'all.
fights we're gonna remember, she
I
gotta
mean,
then
fight
she
you
ain't
you
gonna
gotta
make no
think
money.
for Goldie, for
Well,
all
well,
Goldie,
about
well,
the
what's
$150
more
Benjamins.
likely,
pounds,
them going up, or you
they
pulling out
gotta be
somebody
tall.
who's
She ain't
probably
got
in
the star
menopause? Like,
power
let's.
that you guys think she does.
Yeah,
The only
yeah,
reason we're
yeah,
talking about her is Layla.
yeah. It's 32. It's 32 women heavyweight boxers, y'all.
Wow.
In the
32. That's
world,
it.
yeah.
In the
One of
world?
32.
In the
Yep.
world, yeah.
Yep.
Top flight security
Yep.
of the world,
She
Craig.
ain't as great as people think, number one. She ain't fighting no fucking body. She's literally collecting straps off of girls that barely can fight, yo.
So
Like,
who
if
the
you want
that's
to
who
make
there
some
though? Who
waves,
she supposed to fight?
I get it. Go down a couple pounds. She leading y'all to believe something that isn't true. She can cut down some weight. She can. I
But
don't give a shit how big or her ass is.
Nah,
None
bro,
of that shit.
47 is not gonna work.
Stop, bro. She's a
Yeah,
fucking woman. How
yeah.
can't
Hey,
she get to
y'all. Hey, y'all.
147?
Real quick. It's 44. It's 44 super middleweight women in the world, y'all.
That's it.
That's something. That's
Then
That's
she
something.
got to
the
do what she got
smaller
to do
weight classes is where the
to
women's
make
are
some
at.
money.
That's it, bro. And listen, KO, all I wanted to come up here and say, you always isn't this, it's like always the fact, bro. It's always somebody in a comment section, scary as a bitch, won't even come and let you hear their voice, calling somebody a coward. It's like, how the fuck does that make sense, bro? They're projecting their own fucking feelings in chats and they don't even know it. To real ones, we look at that shit, read it like, that's fucking funny. Wouldn't you
Yeah,
think that's
yeah.
some irony to it, bro? It's crazy to me. Always
Can you
some
unmute
scary
me,
ass people calling
please?
somebody a coward.
You not muted,
You're
Sam.
not muted, dog.
Oh, my bad. I can't hear myself. I apologize.
We can hear you loud and clear, fam.
I apologize, man. Go ahead. Now I feel
So
No,
better.
why
you
did you
good. You
ask to
good.
be unmuted if you thought you was muted?
I couldn't hear myself. I
Oh,
couldn't hear myself. But can I
yeah,
respond to what 2 Cents was talking about real quick?
Yes, Sam.
I
Yes,
think
Sam. You can. Feel
I,
free. Go ahead.
she a woman, so I would give her the benefit of the doubt in this situation. She would know women stuff better than I would. But I feel like, well, no, I don't feel like, I know a person has a right to defend themselves. And however they defend themselves is their choice. I don't think it's petty. I think now she using it to make some money. Sure. If you choose to call that petty, all right, I ain't mad at you. But at the same time, I say it's smart. After a while, you get tired of a person. This shit happened 8 years ago. She
Yep.
been dragging that girl's name all this time.
Yep.
All this time. Layla ain't and what shots has she been throwing? All she been
None.
saying is what she been saying her whole career. Can't nobody beat me. Well, how's
I
that
ain't
a
never
shot?
seen it. I
That's
And
ain't never
and
insider.
seen it.
and at that time, Clarissa wasn't no competition for her. She wasn't at that time. Now she is now. She
I
only
ain't
had
never
what about
seen
seven?
Layla
Well,
hate
she
on
had
Clarissa ever.
She had about
and
at that time. I looked it up because I did a video on it. I think Clarissa had like 6 or 7 fights. She had just won the. She had just became champion at like 154 or something. She had
okay,
just became champion when that shit happened, like in
Right. I think
2018.
she
people are forgetting the context. Like, why would Layla be motivated to come back when you just got a title? Like, you wasn't really the you. She kind of put you on, if anything, really. What so far as like helping her name get out there. Clarissa then is not the Clarissa that she is today that Layla was even referring to, but she really was responding to something Clarissa said.
Yeah.
I
Just the
just think
wrong era too, y'all. Like it's just
yeah.
she just in the wrong. She in the bad era for like if she could have came up when Ann Wolf and Layla was fighting, it'd be a different ball game. You know what I mean? You could get more, but she gonna have to either just be cool beating up a bunch of girls don't nobody care about, or if she really want the big money fight, want the spotlight, she gonna have to get a nutritionist, get in that gym, lose some weight, and get these girls
She's
that's
definitely
smaller than her and give
I think a
away.
rematch with Hannah Gabriels will do well.
Yeah, it will, and also like when you a 2-time Olympic gold medalist and you are a 3-time undisputed champion and you are not a huge star, it's the same thing we say about Shakur and these guys that may be good, but promoters don't want to risk they one fight deal or they fighters on them because they may end up losing that belt or losing that fight. Like, you know, how Williams Zepeda was moving around Shakur and how Teofimo looks like he's moving around Shakur. Clarissa's in a similar situation. Like, you're going to have to give up some of these advantages, homegirl. Like, they already don't think they can mess with you. Like, you can see the energy when her and Alicia Baumgartner got in each other's face. Alicia didn't want nothing to do with her. So if you want her to even pretend like she willing to have something to do with you, you're gonna have to give away some of that shit, because she already probably really knows she can't fuck with you, and you're gonna beat on her. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to do some shit like Michaela Mayer. No, Michaela Mayer be watching herself on film compared to Clarissa, head all on the line and shit, arms short as shit, but she tall with a chin in her. Clarissa will fuck her up. But they supposed to come up and meet you in the middle too. Now you're gonna have to give some shit up. So you need to get whatever nutritionist you can get with that's gonna be like, look, we can make you lose 25, 30 pounds and keep you strong. And that way you can get down to these weight classes and you can get these girls in the ring. Because other than that, they not finna fight her, bro.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Kate.
Let me catch Super Chat, then you can ask 2 cents. We got Phoenix, the assassin with the 5-piece says, one more thing. If they're getting from pay-per-view endorsement deals, are they gonna be something more boxers should look for or not rely on fights for money? I think the endorsement deal is going to go to the network. I think the key is boxing needs to get back to show networks and streaming services, Phoenix, that they worth getting deals on. That I can give you a budget, I can give you a deal because you're going to draw in viewership, and then I can go sell that to my partners. I can go sell Bud Light. That you need to make sure that when I have a top rank event, that you place an ad on that top rank event because they bring in 4 million, 5 million views every time they do a card for us. That's going to be how they get to the money where they can get people to give them 20, 40, 50, 60, $100 million a year to put on fights for them because they're making it back in advertisement. That's the play to me, kind of how the NFL and the NBA does as well. Brashley McClendon with the 5-piece, and then Phoenix, they'll be able to start getting their own endorsement deals, and then endorsers will want to be partners with Top Rank, partners with Premier Boxing Champions, because they get to place their ads on the ring, place their ads wherever, and they know it's going to be 5 million, 10 million people watching that event every time they have an event because it's free and it's high quality, and people are starting to love boxing again because they're getting the fights that they want. I think that's the key, bro. We got Brashley with the 5-piece in the super chat. Did y'all forget Clarissa said she would come down to 147 to fight Alicia? She just be talking. She did say that. And if she do that and then Baumgartner don't fight her, cool. You still got Sandy Ryan. You still got Michaela Mayer. You got these. The fights are there. The fights are in that weight class.
Boxing is so
do it, man. Otherwise, we're gonna be talking about her and Pat Poose. We're gonna be talking about her and Remy Ma. We're gonna be talking about her and Layla Ali more than we talking about who she actually fighting, and I don't want that for her. We got Phoenix back in the super chat with the 5-piece. If them snack fighters can drop 30 pounds to fight, then Clarissa can too. Damn. We got with the 5-piece in the super chat, agreeing with 2 cents. This is the first. He says Layla started the whole thing, but people act like she's some kind of big. All she is doing is making her stand on everything. She said, "What was your question you were gonna ask me too?"
I got a question. I got something else I want to say.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Now, you a competitor, so your brain work a little different than people that ain't never did shit in the chat. So my question is, let's say I left YouTube, right? And then somebody say I'm on an interview and they say, 2 cents, you think you're gonna come back to YouTube? I said, I will come back to YouTube, but ain't none of them content creators. They can't fuck with me. Ain't none of them really good enough. But shout out to KO. He do a good job on his channel. How would you take that?
I'd be like, I appreciate you, but you can't fuck with me.
Exactly. That's the misunderstanding that Layla and Clarissa had. And people know, you know how Clarissa is, so she jumped out the window.
I'd be like, hell no, 2 cents ain't say that shit. Set it up.
But that's not how. But
thank you, KO. Thank you, KO.
Why you play like that?
That's exactly what happened in that Breakfast Club interview.
2 cents. She said they said, "What would you come back?" She says, "No, I don't feel none of these women are motivating me right now." And she also talked about how she left the sport because of that. So if she's trashing Clarissa's division now, then she's trashing her own era too, because she said
no, I'm not. I'm just saying that it was a misunderstanding from Clarissa because she took it just how KO just took it.
I know, but that's not because the way you just related wasn't the exact way. It's not the exact way Layla related.
You saying she trying to mix up the messaging and shit?
No, that's what she did.
Straight in with Clarissa. That's not how she said it too.
I just told you she more sophisticated, but I peeped the underhanded, backhandedness.
It wasn't underhanded because she was saying she herself left the
Two
sport
cents
because
say
she
she
was no
feel
longer
the energy.
motivated.
She said y'all not gonna be fucking with Clarissa like this. Not on my watch.
No, and
I
I'm
knew
a
it.
Clarissa
And
fan.
my petty ass knew it. I know she a huge Clarissa fan. I knew what I was doing.
She said, I left. That's the reason why I left. I was no longer motivated. They said, anybody here to motivate you? Anybody that motivate you? Said no, they don't. You know, and I'm like, there's no one right now. And again, this was Clarissa when she only know she had won at 154 yet. I think she was just coming up. And she said, but there's a lot of girls doing a lot of great things. She didn't go straight into Clarissa. She didn't say like, oh yeah, ain't none of these girls connect with me. But Clarissa, she was like, I think there's a lot of great women right now. And she's out listening to everybody. And the last person she listed was Clarissa and said she's had a hard life. She's like, she's coming back. She's like, talking about y'all should follow. And she really, really promoted her. She didn't say it like, yeah, this new school trash.
But I'm telling you what Clarissa heard.
Last word on this, ladies. Go ahead, 2 cents. Last
no,
word
I'm just
on
gonna say I'm just telling you what Clarissa heard. But what I wanted to say, because I did want to switch gears, I wanted to say, I guess Shakur Stevenson say if you can't beat them, join them. And I don't think that people realize like how Shakur Stevenson sparring Jake Paul. To me, it makes him look bad. Like it makes him look real bad. And I don't see how y'all's really sitting around like and ain't got nothing to say. For so many people to sit around and bitch and cry and complain and whine and snotting about this fight, and you if it was me, I would do this, and oh, you bad for the sport. And then for Shakur Stevenson to insert himself in this and nobody got nothing to say. It's just I don't even know. I can't even think of the word for it. It's egregious. It's egregious. And I don't
Shakur, you're more than welcome. Go ahead, B-More. What were you saying, bro?
Shakur, player hating dickhead.
Nah, that's true.
That's true.
He's clout chasing. He's clout chasing.
That's true.
I think that's what
clout
it is.
chasing.
No, I think it. So for me, P Hunter, I think it's a step further than that, right? And the reason I say that, bro, is clout chasing is, when you use them to sell your fight, or when you're doing something else, but you acting like you want to fight them. This is, I'm trying to help a nigga beat you now. Now I'm trying to help a nigga make you look bad. I'm trying to help somebody beat you. I'm trying to go give somebody some information they can use with you in the ring to fuck you up.
All right. He's a young
sucker. That's further than clout chasing. That's a step further too. Let me get this nigga to help you, to help him so I can make you lose. That's hating right there. That's some different type of shit.
Because Shakur don't want the fight. He want Jake Paul to beat Tank so he ain't gotta fight him.
Yep.
Because
that's what it is.
This the kind of logic y'all be using. So I'm gonna use y'all own logic against y'all right now, because what the fuck? Why is Shakur Stevenson this a circus fight? Tank ruining boxing. So is Shakur aiding in the ruining of the boxing?
And
are we gonna say that?
He said there's no chance of Jake beating Tank. None. Like he didn't even give it a thought. He said nope, none, not a single chance. So now you're going.
But if I go help him, he can get.
Yeah, right.
Yep. And then y'all to use the excuses for a bag is it's extra egregious. I can't believe y'all. Do y'all not like be thinking about what y'all be saying and just be repeating stuff?
I guess so. Shout out to I got you, Sam. You got it next. Shout out to Phoenix with the 5 piece in the super chat. Says Shakur, I don't talk about sparring. I have integrity. Also, Shakur, career highlight, sparring Jake Paul. He gonna be talking about sparring for 20 straight years. Damn. Sam, go ahead. What you about to say, bro?
I was saying it's also no chance that Shakur can beat him either. They not gonna let him win that fight, running the whole fight, and Tank is the money man. That don't even make sense. And B-More, where you at, baby? I'm in East Baltimore.
West Side, baby. West Side.
My man.
Poplar Grove and
Grove. Dang, I gotta show y'all this. I gotta show y'all something, bro. Damn.
Get me some oxtails.
I gotta show y'all this shit. This is wild.
wait.
2 cents. I think you might be wrong. 2 cent.
Oh, and I think 2 cents.
Wait,
I
wrong
think
about
2
what?
cents was.
I got you. Hold on. I'm about to show you.
I think you was directing that to me. 2 cents. I've been an athlete all my life: basketball, baseball, and football, and a gangster. Just so you know.
Me too.
I mean,
I've
I
been to
wasn't
prison.
directing it to you, but if the shoe fit.
All right. No, I don't. I'm trying to tell you. I plays even now. I play everything except for football.
Look at this shit.
Turkey bowls. Oh, what the hell?
They saying something 2 cents. They talking about their ass. They saying something. They are cooking these dudes, man.
Damn, they off code. There we go.
Off code.
That is
Off
wild.
code. It's always the real coons who call somebody else a coon
That's
Damn, that's
without
crazy
any
work.
information
bro.
or truth to it.
That's
It's
That's crazy
always
work.
them.
Yeah, that must be some of them DC niggas. They be on
I
that old
don't
sucker
know,
ass shit.
bro. Shout out to my dog Kurt Hurd, man, giving 10 memberships to the channel. I appreciate you. And to all the channel members, the predictions are dropping tomorrow. I got y'all. Don't y'all worry.
I need to see that
Can
word.
I just say I think that
Well,
I don't think that I don't think it's a matter of Shakur don't want to fight Tank. Like I honestly don't think that's what it is. I think he's just
He don't. He wants to.
I don't think he's like scared to fight and say I do think that he's like I think he's panicking a little bit because like it's Tank is in doubt of coming back or whatever. I don't think he's retiring, but we'll see. And I think he's just really trying to like grab some of that limelight. I really think that's what he's doing right now.
I can't.
And I think that he's trying to play it in a way. I think he's taking some advice from Bud. I think he wants to fight closer on his terms, and he thinks that he can kind of like. I think he's playing a game of chicken.
He wants to fight.
Yeah, but he don't have no leg. He's not Bud.
He is showing he can't stand Tank, and he is kind of proving Tank right on some regards to him being a little backhanded. Because it's one thing if you're this is a circus, but then you're the minute I wouldn't take this fight, I wouldn't do this for this amount of money, but you're taking a fourth, maybe a tenth of that amount just to spar, just to be mentioned. So he is kind of proving Tank right in that respect. But I still think he wants to fight him. I just think that he wants it. When it's best for him, where he can get more out of it that he probably really has earned.
He should have took the Roach fight.
But honestly, I've always felt like Shakur never had any intentions on fighting Tank. It was more recently where I was like, he might fight him. But now I just feel like I don't think he got no intentions on fighting him.
No.
I don't think he wanted to fight what people are saying he was. Like, I don't think, like, people are like, oh, they want to fight next. And I don't believe that at all. I used to, when he was with Top Rank, and once he got free, and I was like, oh yeah, we finally about to get this fight. Oh my God. And I was so excited. And then he went and signed, and then like, especially when it lined up with what Steve Espinoza said, and he went and did a multi-fight deal with Matchroom. Then I was like, yeah, you're moving real Devin Haney-ish now. I'm not saying that's wrong with Devin. I like Devin, but we know what happened, right? So I just feel like if you're ready to go, if you can go and you can talk to Oscar De La Hoya for Zepeda, you can't tell me that you couldn't have done the same thing to get to PBC. And you're very vocal about any other time. You're very vocal now about T.O. not doing what he's supposed to do. So if you were in talks with PBC and they weren't doing what they're supposed to do or dancing around, I feel like he would have vocalized it. So I don't think he wanted that fight then. I think he wanted to get a few quick, easy fights for some money and then try to double back and try to use Turkey to get more leverage than he probably would have gotten otherwise.
But my thing with Shakur is this. I think Shakur should have fought Lamont Roach.
To fucking make the most money possible for that fight. And there's nothing wrong with that. The only thing wrong with it is coming out into the media acting like you want all the smoke because you're just not willing to take what Frank Martin took or any of them other guys, maybe a little bit more. You're not willing to do that. You're willing to try to act like you want to fight the man to get more leverage in negotiation. It's bullshit. It's all cap. You don't want to.
KO, do you think Shakur is getting better?
No, I think he's getting worse as he's moving up in weight. But Kurt Hurd gifted 10 memberships to the channel, and one of the memberships that he gifted was to Mr. Roll Tide. Mr. Roll Tide, please don't go nowhere. Stay right where you at, because I got a question for you. I'm glad. I wonder why you're not commenting, but I see that he gifted you a membership. So y'all keep cooking. But Mr. Roll Tide, I want to ask you a question, bro. So just give me 1 second, fam. Please don't go nowhere. Please don't go nowhere. Stay right where you at, bro. And shout out to Kurt Hurd for exposing some people and gifting some memberships. Because I got to ask you something, bro. Just stay right where you at, fam.
Gertz,
So
where you
do y'all
been at?
think he should
Gertz,
have
we
took the
see
roach
you got
fight?
a membership too, dog. Motherfucking shadow watching.
So 2 cents.
Caught you.
Yeah.
Do you think Shakur should have took the Roach fight over TL?
Hell
Because I
yeah,
think
I
he should have
do.
took the Roach fight to
I
beat
do.
Roach.
P
If you beat
Hunter.
Roach,
Why would you, if you
Hey,
really wanted the Tank fight, why wouldn't you take the Roach fight?
that's what
that's
I'm
the only
asking.
fight for you. That's the only fight for you, bro. If you
That's what
really
I'm
want to
asking.
say you want to fight Tank and beat Tank, you fucking go outbox Lamont Roach and make it look easy. Now Tank gotta fight you.
Because
Now the
if
fans are
I'm
looking at Tank crazy as shit if you don't go fight him.
because
That's
if
why
I'm
they set
Shakur,
Pitbull and Roach up, hoping Pitbull wins that fight so they can make a fucking Pitbull Tank 2 fight and really get to the bag.
And he would have had more leverage, but he don't. I don't understand.
Facts, hey,
I don't think he want the fight, man.
he
because
don't.
if you beat
Not
Roach,
now.
you could talk so much crap to Tank. If I'm Shakur and I beat Roach, I'm saying, yeah, Tank, I beat you. I got cleaned up your
Facts.
mess. I'm talking
You got
crazy to
all
Tank.
the juice now. You got it all. You're literally the casuals and the hardcores, everybody looking at Shakur as the man now. Because he just outboxed the guy who they perceive beat Tank.
But you
It
know what?
literally it's
I
the
think
best
the
move
fact
for
that
him.
the only people people want Shakur to fight is Tank, and they keep crying Tank, 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 Tank. I think that's very telling. I ask Shakur fans all the time on my channel, can y'all give me a list of who y'all want to see Shakur Stevenson fight? And every time he don't fight them, y'all can cry about it.
They
Nobody
can't.
ever give me no list. They just say Tank, and it's
Well,
like,
I have. To
mm,
be fair, I
oh
have.
yeah, Jupe have. I mean, I'm talking about the guys,
I want to see
and
Shakur fight a
I'm
lot of
like,
guys,
I
bro.
don't understand why he's not like fighting people for real. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand. And his
He's
competition
doing,
to me isn't getting better and better. It's actually declining, in my opinion.
Yeah, he could have
but you know
stayed with
what it
Bob for
Never
that
is?
say Smith.
5 main
I'm
But you
not
event.
know
trying to
what
say
He
it
this
got
debate
is?
is not
5
gonna
in a
be.
row. Bounced.
Hey,
Said
let
because
me
the
say this.
competition was getting tough. My
Let
bad,
me
baby.
say this. You know what it is? It's all part of the Bud Crawford playbook.
Yes, sir.
Look how Blood, when he was over there feasting off of those tomato cans at Top Rank, getting his first undisputed. Look how his run was. Now you look at how the run is going for Shakur.
I'll get you something.
Right now, the next person
I'll
he
get you
will
something
fight
later.
will be
Right.
another
Next
tomato
time.
can. And the reason why is
I'll get you
because
something.
of the fact that Jay Prince and
How
them
you
is
doing?
trying to max him out for as much money as they can, as long as Turkey's giving away free money.
Facts, bro.
I don't think.
Plain and
I don't
simple.
think they're trying to like cash him out. This is like, speaking of Bud Crawford, like, and I said this before, and I was like, people got mad at me because I was saying that like Bud is a lot like Canelo. They're very strategic and they're very like they're very careful and very strategic, and that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying they duck and smoke and like that. I think Shakur is the same way. Like just like Tuset was saying, what other people do you want
Could
Shakur to
be
fight? I want
strategic.
Shakur to fight Roach. I want him to fight. I wanted him to fight Loma when Loma was still around. I want him to fight everybody. I want all the champions, any of the contenders, whoever. I want to see everybody fight everybody. So that's me. But I've noticed that certain people, especially I think it's a top rank way too. I think it's more of a top rank thing. Maybe not a Bud thing. I should say that. I feel like they are about like preserving yourself and like fighting these fights that are not that great. You get the criticism and you take one big fight and you beat that person, and now everybody's like, "Oh, it's so great," which is good, right? But you don't want like you don't have like this stacked. They don't want you fighting everybody, and you task certain. But meanwhile, the PBC fighters and some other fighters are tasked with the idea of you have to fight everybody. We want you to fight everybody. We want you to go through a gauntlet, aka
Have a
Alice Spence,
short ass
right?
career
We
doing
want you to
that.
go through everybody, go through all these hardcore fights. And I say that because I remember Bernie the Boxer saying that before. He said it about Spence one time on a live years ago before they fought. He said, "Yeah, we're gonna let Spence take all these tough fights, put
Yep.
wear and tear on him while we
Yep.
kind of lay off in the cut and then get." And I'm not saying he did that, but that's what Bernie said himself. So
Yep.
I think that as much as I want, and I'm not saying that's what Shakur is doing, but I'm saying there are people who I think are they feel like I'm just going to preserve myself, have this one big fight, and now I'm the man because it's an easier route versus
It's
going
all
through
the
the
that's
gauntlet.
boxing though. You take the easiest competition for the most amount of money. That's what boxing is.
Right,
Some
but
guys
look,
dress
but
it
people
up
have
better
a
than
problem
others.
with it. People have a problem with it, and certain
I
people do
know.
it. Like, for
It's crazy.
example, they want Tank to fight killer after killer, right? Or
Dog
even if he
shit.
does fight someone they said he should have fought, they say, "Oh, that don't matter." Like, I remember people
Yeah,
saying, "I
the
think
next.
he's gonna rematch
Now it's on to
Pitbull.
the next.
He gonna
Exactly.
rematch Pitbull. He ain't gonna fight Frank." And then when he beats Frank, well, but Frank wasn't nothing. I want him to fight Ryan. He fights Ryan. Like, you see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
now those fights are considered great fights for the people. And I need to find that clip, 2 Cent, because remember I was telling you how when Roach was he did an interview on that you what's that boxing place he was fighting for? The place,
Pro box.
Pro Box. He was on Pro Box, and Polly Malignaggi was interviewing him, and they were talking about him fighting Pitbull, and Polly literally said, "Oh, great! I'm happy you're fighting Pitbull. That's a legacy fight."
Crazy,
Called
right?
Pitbull a legacy fight, but everyone trash Tank for fighting Pitbull. So
Fucking
it's
nuts.
just
And Pitbull was a replacement.
Right, he had no other
right.
choice. He
Think
had to
about
fight
it.
somebody.
The man he thought was a
Yep.
replacement. You saying it's a legacy fight for Lamont, and I'm
Yep.
sitting here like,
It's the
wait a
Tank
minute,
rule.
like I just need some consistency. That's all I'm saying. I want Shakur. If Shakur can't get T.O., I would love to see him fight. Like I said, if he can get the winner of Andy versus Muratalla, I'm fine with that. I want him to kind of get in the mix, but I kind of fear that, like, if he don't get the T.O. fight, he's kind of left out to dry a little bit.
Shout out to my dog, Kiro Black, gifting 5 memberships to the channel. I appreciate you, big dog. Shout out to Brashton McClendon with the 5-piece in the super chat. 2 cents is 100% correct. That ninja don't want the fight, and it's obvious. He has so many paths to fight Tank and has taken the opposite path each time. Then I got my dog, Kurt Herb, back in the super chat, gifting 10 more memberships to the channel. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. And thank you to my dog, where is it at? Right here. My dog, Kiro Black as well. I appreciate you, homie. Yeah. I couldn't find what I was looking for. I had a screenshot of somebody exposed. I forgot who sent it to me. So I'm gonna let it slide for right now. I was looking for it the whole time, but I don't got no more time to look for it. Rodzilla, what's up, bro? Welcome.
What up, Rod?
Salute, bro. Salute, bro. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, bro. I can hear you loud and clear. What you got, fam?
Nothing, bro. I was just coming in to chime in on that situation because, yeah, I do believe boxing at one point was a sport where you could fight the trash competition for the most amount of money, but that ain't the case no more, bro. That's why the sport is in the state that it's in, bro. People tired of that shit, bro. That's why fights getting stolen and shit, bro. People tired of that shit. The Lamont Roach fight card is better than what they was trying to give us for the Fundora Thurman shit, bro. Like it just baffles me. So we gotta do this shit we doing. We gotta back these fighters into a corner. We gotta talk our shit. We gotta push Shakur to fight the tough competition because that's what's gotta happen for the sport, bro. I mean, there ain't no way around it. You can't just avoid the top niggas and then fight later on in their career. We ain't trying to have that shit. This ain't 10 years ago. Like we got the 4 Kings and all. I hear all my OGs, all my uncles and them. How them niggas fought. They all fought each other multiple times. I was trying. They was hyping up Ryan and Dev and Shakur. Well, I don't even remember if Shakur was one of them niggas, but they was hyping all them up like we was supposed to be getting them fights, bro. And we got Ryan and Dev, and then everything else is just in the fucking wind. When Dev tried to send old buddy a shot, he said, "Nah, look, bro, I ain't taking no 25%." Had he beat Dev, which he say he the most confident, he confident he could beat him. He say he the most skilled guy at that weight class. Had he beat Dev, he would have got his 75. He would have been that man. He would have been that dude. But he not. We dismissing the fact that Buddy lost his belts on the scale. He capped his way into kind of doing what's old boy dirty. He got the contract. He renegotiated his homeboy. I forgot his name, bro. You know what I'm talking about, bro. He fought him for the title, went behind the scenes and renegotiated with the sanctioning body to get a little more paper, and he did the same thing to Dev, bro. So that's if you really a talented person, bro, you'll bet on yourself.
It's
That's
all
how
Jamel
it's supposed
Herring.
to go. Yeah, Herring, bro, Jamel Herring, bro. Like, I'm tired of us dismissing niggas. These niggas are professional fighters, bro. So this is why I'm turkey mob, cause I want them fighting 3 times a year. I don't give a damn if they getting 100,000 or a meal or 10,000, but them niggas should be fighting 3 times a year. They should
Boy
be,
say he
bro.
turkey mob.
Unless
He
So
don't
you
need
want
no
less of
turkey.
Turkey.
what you want, Rozilla? You want less of what you want?
I'm not saying I want less than what I want, but I want to see the best guy fight the best. See, I've already taken a step back because the boxing and down here in Texas, bro, the boxing game is crazy. I'm seeing all the young stars down here, bro. Like big.
I see what you're trying to say, Rozilla, but you know what's so crazy about what you just said? You were saying how like, you know, people can't fight these weak fights and get paid the highest and blah blah. Like I get what you're saying, right? And that's why you're turkey mob. But the funny thing is that I think is that that's not. I don't. I feel like we have a boxing fan base. Even the hardcore fans, or people who claim they're hardcore fans, are just don't follow the sport like they think they do, and they think that fights are that's gonna be easy. Are not easy because they don't watch enough boxing to know that ahead of time because the name is not big enough. For example, we'll say, oh, they're fighting these easy fights, right? Think about it. Pitbull was a last minute replacement for Tank, but Shakur with Turkey Mob, who did he fight as a last minute replacement? An electrician, right? So we can't say Turkey's doing. We can't say Turkey's gonna give it. Oh, they fighting, fight the fight. Yeah, he gave Shakur 2 fights. Were they great fights? No, he fought electrician and he finally got his mandatory Zepeda. Now Zepeda's good. He isn't amazing. I actually think Pitbull is better than Zepeda. So, but think about that for a second. So we'll criticize people and say because we want them fighting like better fights, whatever. But I can't truly say that Turkey's doing that. He has given us some good fights. We can't act like every fight's just an amazing fight. Like he has a lot of filler just as much as anyone else. He just puts 2 names that you recognize together, even though they might not be matchups. We know Devin's name. We know Ramirez's name. Was that a good fight? No. Did I think it was going to be a good fight? No, I didn't. Because Ramirez is washed. Like I think we just.
Nah, I agree.
We're not judging evenly on each side.
And I want to say this too,
I agree.
because you said you wanted to see. Let me respond real quick because you said you wanted to see the best fight the best and this and that. Why do you think that them making less money and fighting hard fights 3 times a year is going to give you better quality and give you the things that you're asking for?
Because boxing is in a bubble right now, from what I'm looking at. We right now, who we see Netflix and we see Amazon, and they're not gonna keep throwing money at this shit because HBO and Showtime wasn't gonna keep throwing money at this shit, bro. Eventually, that's what's gonna happen. And when you with business, if you're not able to that's the thing. These fighters, they want money that they can't even generate themselves. So how long as a business can that sustain? I'm just being real. And a lot of the fights that Turkey doing, I don't agree with. I don't feel like Devin should have fought Ramirez. I feel like him and Ryan should have went straight into it. Just like I agree with Turkey when he said, "Hey Shakur, I'm not giving you no more easy fights. If you want another fight, it's gonna have to be a tough fight." And if we can say things like, "Yeah, Pitbull is better than Zepeda," but the sanctioning bodies say different. Now, I don't agree with everything that they do because they play keep away and they don't mandate shit and they don't push things how they should be. But it's what I'm for is the dude who gon' at least shake it up a bit. I'm all for competition because everything that comes out of it is usually good. You feel me? We didn't have no problem when PBC was competing with Top Rank and Golden Boy. We got a lot of great ass fights out of it, right?
That's true. Also, to answer your question, 2 Cent. So the theory is that if fighters make less, they will fight more to make more at the end of the year, versus them making a big money for 1 fight or 2 fights. Like if I'm making millions upon millions of dollars, why will I have to do 3 or 4 fights when I can just make 1 or 2 fights and make that much?
So they're going to have more lower quality fights.
It may not be lower quality fights. If everybody's on the same scale, then
No, it'll be no fights. It'll be no fights because ain't nobody fighting for that little bit of ass money.
Wait.
Well, what them niggas gonna do? They gonna work for waste management? They gonna get a job or something?
Hold on. It's not about that. So like,
yeah.
if based on what they're trying to do, like if new fighters are coming in the sport, they know that if to make those big money, they have to keep winning. So for me, I'm gonna want to fight more and keep winning more. So it's sort of like
make them fight more.
But you're not fighting
they ain't
boxing.
gonna have enough money.
Yeah,
they ain't gonna have enough money to pay their fucking bills. They're gonna have to fight.
That's how the logic works.
Man,
so
ain't nobody fighting for that little bit of ass money, man.
No, they're
Y'all
gonna pull this off.
What's crazy?
Promoters do their fucking job. Dana White is gonna make these guys do their fucking job.
Not all fighters make millions upon millions of dollars. I hope you guys know that.
Like they don't, bro.
For real, make real money.
So you can imagine a lot of fighters would do that if you're getting guaranteed purses for like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why not? And then
Yeah, a lot of fighters that's gonna be willing to do that are fighters that we don't watch or care about anyway, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, we're only
They're going to
watching
be all the blackballed guys,
like,
everybody that can't get a fight on top
you
rank. Them are going to be all the guys. that
Main
are
event
lying over
gonna
there
be
fighting.
Hank Lundy versus Guillermo Rigondeaux, bro.
Hey,
Or
at the end of the day, those are
fucking,
other fighters that are gonna get paid though. Like,
And this is the thing, Boxing Hacker. You keep saying that not all the fighters make all of that money. Y'all don't watch the fighters that don't make that kind of money. So what do y'all be talking about? Y'all don't watch them now, so y'all not gonna watch them later.
I do. I be at the Grandy King Twins when they fight down here. I'm at their fights. I'm at Santana Draper them fights, bro. I'm at Breon them fights.
I don't know how much Abdullah Mason is making now. I
can't speak for Boxing Hacker because I know he just he love him some Devin, bro. But like shit, if anything, I feel like Turkey then made me a fan of the grassroots boxing too. Cause man, it's shit. I'm not Turkey, I should say. Not Turkey, I should say. But I mean like PBC and Top Rank and Golden Boy, like damn dog. I like it's making me like shit. I'd rather go see this shit locally than watch some shit like Virgil and Lubin. Even though it's a good fight, it ain't the fight I'm trying to see because we got bullshit going on.
Well, that's because of Boots though.
Man, that's
Virgil giving you what you want. Boots is the one that was ducking and hiding, bro.
I agree, but that's part of because of the way he being moved. I'm sure too, because it's promoter, you know.
KO, I know you called Dean, man.
For the winner,
KO, I know you called Dean. Dean about to pop up in about 5 minutes.
Lubin about to knock Virgil out, and it's gonna suck. I want Virgil to clean him up, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Lubin's gonna win this fucking fight, bro.
I like
hey, real quick, yeah, that's me. I usually don't go live around this time. That's me, but this is the only time I had, bro. So, cause I missed my show on Wednesday, so that's why I'm live right now. Y'all go ahead.
I know you called Dean, man.
Nah, bro.
Dean get ready to pop up.
Easy.
Oh, Dean about to go live?
No, you talked about.
Oh yeah, Boots duck Virgil, man.
He did. Y'all really laughing, but the receipts is out there, bro. Y'all laughing, but the receipts out there, boy. His promoter aired him out.
He did not duck no Virgil.
Oscar, do you think Oscar is in a rush?
I had to start some shit. Y'all was getting boring to me. I had to start some shit. Y'all was getting
boring. I'm being 100. He got an offer, and he turned it down.
Somebody said that Bud Crawford.
He did.
Dennis, I don't go and kill my fucking momentum in Saudi Arabia like the rest of these fucking clowns did anyway.
Talk, D1. Talk.
So you keep. Hey, you got it. You said you gonna keep the momentum. You gonna keep it.
In the afternoon on an undercard.
How you keep your momentum by fighting used limo, D1? Talk
oh my God. Nah, brother.
Hey, that nigga went viral. He increased his momentum.
Nah, it's some bullshit. See, that's why the sport the way it is right now.
No bullshit.
He increased his momentum. Because y'all know why? Let me tell you. That knockout, he got casuals. He getting casuals on his side.
That's all he
Boots got casuals on his side. That's what y'all favorite fighters do.
He ain't like the no look.
Oh shit! Hey, KO. I'm gonna be like Boots said to Canelo. Them. I ain't watched that shit, bro. I'm sorry.
And go worry about Lubin because he's much to worry about, my boy.
Oh. Lubin's finna do. He finna do Lubin bad. Lubin gassing him up. Lubin saying that he beat. Lubin saying that he beat Nadjimov better than Crawford did.
So how y'all think Virgil can beat Boots, but y'all don't even know if he gonna get past Lubin?
If Lubin get to doing too good. If Lubin get to doing too good, we jumping off the top rope on his ass. Don't worry.
KO. Virgil finna do Lubin like Charlo did his ass, and Charlo turned Virgil down too. But we ain't even gonna get into that.
Bro, it's a style thing, bro. What Lubin does good, Virgil plays right into his hands, bro.
You better for that?
In a lot, like, bro.
Let's 100 push-ups, D1. Come on.
D1 got 100
Me and
fight.
you, Rod, for the Lubin fight, 'cause I don't have confidence in Lubin like that. I'm just telling you what I honestly
You
think.
know I'm messing
I
with
want
you, bro. You
Virgil
know
to
you
win,
my
though.
dog.
I'm the biggest Virgil supporter in here in that fight. I want
Yeah.
Virgil to beat him in a half a punch, so we can
D1
get
was in the bit. D1 be in the bit ride for Boots. Y'all got D1 fucked up when
Y'all
it come
got
to
me
Boots.
fucked up.
D1 came on my shit. He was like, KO, you underestimate Limo. KO, you
He would have.
He sold D1 sold that shit though.
He did.
People started boxing like 3 years ago, bro.
Hey man, let me tell y'all something. Y'all done fuck around and made me miss the goddamn happy hour. I gotta fucking go. Okay. I got shit to do. I gotta go get dressed. I'm going to the party with
Hey,
the wife.
make sure y'all subscribe to the channel too.
Y'all subscribe to this channel and subscribe to the vlog.
Yeah, the vlog.
Yeah. Subscribe. But I appreciate everybody coming up. Shout out to everybody up here. Shout out to everybody. Y'all have a great night, great weekend, and we will catch y'all live on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Everybody take it easy, be smooth, be safe out there, have fun. And shout out to Miss KO. And please go subscribe to the vlog. I'll catch y'all later. We out of here, y'all. Peace.